I'm talking about. All right, guys, screw it. Let's go. 17 seconds early, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
All right. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Thank you so very much for being here. We are on this beautiful night here in Seattle, Washington. And we have a very special guest with us. This is our first inaugural talk show host with myself, Max, and Isaiah here, man. How we doing today?
Oh, dude, I'm doing so good. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, it's good to have you here, man. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this. It means a lot to me, guys. Every single Thursday, from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. we are going to be doing this, and it means a lot. It means a lot to me, you know, to get our opinions, get our voices out there, and we're definitely going to get your guys' take on everything as well. You guys are going to be just as involved in this as we are, so make sure you guys speak up and let us know what you are thinking as well. Yes, Hyperlight got a new webcam, dude. We're good to go. It is a Sony a6000 mirrorless. It is a great camera. Isaiah's camera is very good too. Isaiah, what kind of camera do you use?
I got the Lumix G7 a few years ago to do videos on, and then someone's like, you know, you can make that a webcam for just a little bit of money. So it's good. It's good.
Yeah, you could you got to get that. You got to get that special battery pack though, right?
Bro, I got it. Yeah.
Dude,
I got the dummy battery. I got
the dummy battery.
Yeah. The dummy battery or the battery eliminator. They're like $15 on Amazon. They're very easy to get.
They are easy to get. They are definitely easy to get. Yeah, I had to. I got to be honest with you, Isaiah. When I was setting up my new webcam here about a month ago, I had to go back and forth. It's a bit quiet in comparison to anybody else. Oh my goodness gracious, that's okay. Well, then we got to turn. He is so quiet. Okay, well, we gotta.
Max, are you trying to drown me?
I'm trying to drown him out, you guys. I'm trying to drown him out. Don't you worry about that. We're gonna raise his volume up real nice. Don't you worry. All right. Well, in fact, I think we're probably just gonna turn off the music here, and then we're probably just gonna turn you up a bit there, Isaiah. All right, we'll make that happen. Okay, there we go.
Perfect. And then I'll say something.
Yeah.
And then we'll check that volume.
Yeah.
There we go.
I think that's a little bit better.
Yeah, it's much better.
Much better. Excellent. Caustic, thank you so much for being here, man. Do appreciate it. Hope you're having a good night tonight, buddy. And Skleeks, thanks so much for being here as well. I appreciate you popping in for the inaugural show. Isaiah, I went to Best Buy to pick up all of my USB extender cables, you know, the micro HDMI, which is different from the mini HDMI that I came to find out.
Yeah, Vi and I almost got in, I would have called an argument. But
Yeah.
she was like, hey, I got it for you. And I was like, are you sure it's the right one? She was like, yeah. And I was like, can I see it? She's like, do you not trust me? I was like, no, I trust you. So yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I know.
Yeah. I had to make 3 trips. So I live in a North Seattle neighborhood called Ravenna, and there is a Best Buy in the next neighborhood over called Northgate, and I had to run back and forth from Ravenna to Northgate 3 times because I bought the mini HDMI cord instead of the micro HDMI cord. So that was a fun experience there. I got to be honest. And the guy, yeah, I
bought the what is it called? The Thunderbolt, the newest USB Type-C connection.
Oh yeah.
Put it into, you know, I was excited. It says that it films in 4K. I was like, all right, we got this. Plugged it into mine. Nothing was showing up. Wasn't registering. Nothing. And I was like, what is going on? Hours. I had my stream, couldn't set it up in time for my stream on Saturdays, and nothing was working. Found out on my motherboard, USB Type-C is only for data storage. And so it can't do video. It can't do video in. It can literally, I can just transfer like data and shit like that through it. So I had to do the same thing as you, except I was much lazier and just did it through Amazon. So
just had everything come to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, that's probably much better. Okay, much better. I got it under control. Okay, all right. We got the volume under control. Welcome to the stream, chat. I got my good friend Isaiah here. Isaiah, a little bit of background before we jump into some issues here, okay? Isaiah is a very, very old. He's a very old friend of mine. I grew up with him, and we had some fun times growing up. We had a lot of mutual friends, and we spent a lot of time together as kids. And what's really cool is that we've reconnected in the last month because of Twitch. And that's been one of my biggest pro Twitch arguments, is that you make so many good connections and rekindle so many connections that the platform is just undeniably good in that way. And we both like broadcasting and being out there. I saw Isaiah recently on a show that he was on, looking handsome as ever, killing it over there. And he had some guests on and all that kind of stuff. So that was super cool. And I was like, oh my God, we got to start a show. I mean, it was actually his idea. It was his idea.
Don't take credit for my idea.
I'm not taking credit. But we decided to start a show, and I'm really happy that our friendship is getting rekindled, because he's a good guy, and I always loved him a lot.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I think I saw it on like some advertising, some kind of thing of I'm doing this, and I was like, what? Well, let's check up on Max. And you are, I'm not sure if I want to say exactly the same, because that sounds a little bit, someone might be able to take that as offensive, but you're still the cheery man that I loved as a kid. So.
That is very sweet of you. Thank you. Yeah. I hope we all don't change too much. You know what I mean? I hope we all keep a little bit of that originality in us.
Unless you're changing for the better.
Unless you're changing for the better, of course.
There we go. Yeah.
And there was lots of material there that I needed to change for the better, and still need to change for the better today. Let me tell you. I mean, we're always working on ourselves, right?
Yeah, we all need to work on ourselves.
That's true. Isaiah and I went to the same high school. We went to the same high school together, and we had some mutual friends that were very funny characters. Let me tell you. One of them right now is building a giant boat restaurant right now. Have you been keeping up on that,
bro? Kenny McCrae and Zane,
Xander,
and what was I'm trying Thomas.
Yeah,
for sure. Which is what a crazy story. So do you know much about Thomas or no?
No, I don't. I actually don't know much about the entire story in general. I do know that Xander came back down here from Alaska to get started on that. CS Graham, by the way, welcome to the stream, man. Thank you so much for popping in. Really quick, Isaiah, guys, if you have not followed this stream, please hit that follow button for all of the best content on Twitch. And then every Thursday we do talk shows, which is super, super cool. And then if you guys want to, head over and follow Isaiah as well, whoever is in this chat, because Isaiah does stream. He's a very, very good streamer, and he's a really, really nice guy. So make sure you head over and give him some love as well. But definitely follow the stream and join the Discord if you guys want to, for all of the updates on the stream and video games and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, so the boat, Isaiah, boat.
So this are you okay with us going way back, or are you okay with us just rewinding it?
Go to town. Okay. Yeah.
So you remember, it was back in the day, it was like me, Kenny, Curtis, Paul, and we were a pretty tight knit group.
Paul, man, whatever happened to Paul?
Paul joined the Navy.
Paul joined the Navy.
He joined the Navy and went off to go do bigger and better things than the rest of us sitting in Linwood or Seattle. Yeah. But
he was a funny guy.
He went to, so one day Kenny was like, hey, I got this buddy Tom, he's gonna hang out with us, and we're all just like, who is this guy? And to kind of shorten up the story, he also got us jumped at a campsite one time by getting overly drunk and making fun of a bunch of people that were already out there camping, and it was about 30 people to like 6 of us. It was a very bad night and put a very bad taste in,
Yeah,
and yeah, no, we did not like, Tom for a little bit. But anyways, we
yeah.
grew to love Tom, and he went up to Alaska to go do some crab fishing and
Mm.
ended up, uh of course, we all know it as like a pretty dangerous job, but his hand got sucked into a pulley system, and I think,
What? A
um
pulley?
yeah. So index, middle, ring finger got ripped off
Yeah.
like while he was on the ship, and he got about
Pickle.
$1 million or
Oh
something like that.
shit, man.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Stream Pickle. How we doing today, buddy? It's good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. We're starting our first ever inaugural Thursday night talk show between me and Isaiah. We're going to be talking pop culture. We're going to be talking current events, a little bit of politics, and we'll be talking about. We're going to be reviewing Logic's new album, No Pressure. If you guys have never heard that before, it's worth a listen. We'll be talking about that in a minute, and then we will also be reviewing the movie Jurassic Park tonight and its cultural significance. So we'll be going over that here real soon. Isaiah, so the boat, they're building the boat now.
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
got his money from that. Kenny became a special agent in the FBI. So he was
Really?
making he special agent makes him sound like he was Jason Bourne, but his job was like to go into banks and make sure that they weren't committing fraud. But
Okay. So yeah, so an honest job.
so yeah, he had a
Yeah.
job. So he was making money. Tom had this mill. They were both trying to be
I had no idea
entrepreneurs.
about the FBI, dude. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's crazy. So
And
is he
then
out of the FBI now?
I think so. I think they're doing the boat full time. So yeah,
Okay,
originally
yeah.
they went to go buy the boat, and then the boat is supposed to
This
be
is so
for
good.
like a high class local ferry like dinner experience. Like go on the boat, have dinner, they
Of
cruise
course.
around the sounds, all that stuff.
You know,
Uh,
one of my, I'll tell you one thing really quick. One of my favorite dining experiences of all time. I have two favorite dining experiences, and one of them is well known on this stream about the busboy who jumped in the ocean and went and got us lobsters. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later. But my second favorite dining experience was on the Seine River in Paris, and it was a riverboat. It was like an old school Southern style riverboat on the Seine River that passed right by the Eiffel Tower and went through Pont Neuf across the street from
underneath all the bridges.
Oh, underneath all the
that
bridges.
stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was like a flat. It was like a kind of a flat boat, and with like the old water wheels and everything. Anyways, they served us duck liver frambois, or whatever.
Foie gras.
Foie gras. So they served us foie. One more time.
Foie
Gras. Foie
Now, I don't
gras.
know if that is like that's how an American would pronounce it. I don't know in France if someone listening to this is just like no.
They would be upset. Thanks so much, Prince Sean, for being here. Skleek, thank you so much for being here as well. OG Pickle Man, thank you so much for popping into the stream, man. I love you, brother. I hope your streaming is going well. Good guy out there. CS Graham, thanks so much for being here as well. So I can kind of see the allure of a wonderful cruise with a nice dinner and you know the ambiance and all that kind of stuff. I see the allure in it. I really do.
And there's so much money around here. They're gonna pay. You can make that $200.
Yes.
You're not going to ever run out of seats as long as you're advertising that product.
I agree with that. You know, especially if they provide a good product.
Right.
So hopefully they have like an ever rotating kind of seasonal menu, not like I'm gonna get all my products frozen from different parts of the country or different parts of the world and have the same menu kind of thing.
Yeah, I talked to him a little bit because I was critiquing a video. Like he made like a little bit of a commercial and he sent it to me to ask my opinion on it. And now that you bring it up, I have yet to ask him about the cooking side of it. All I hear about is the building,
the construction, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't even know when they're going to get to that part of it. But I would love to like talk to him about that and see what he's doing.
Right. You know, Me too. And I want to see how, like the master chef. I mean, they better get Gordon Ramsay in there. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody is good, right?
Or Guy Fieri. Yeah, for sure. No,
dude,
I'm right there with you.
And then drive that boat right to Flavortown, baby.
Exactly.
I sure hope not. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. I do appreciate it. This is Isaiah. He's a good friend of mine from my childhood. We have started a show every Thursday night at 8 p.m. We'll be talking about this week's current events. We'll be talking about a little bit about pop culture, and we'll be talking about every single week we're gonna be reviewing a movie, an album, and then talking a little bit about politics too. We don't get too much into politics because it's a testy subject. So, but we'll keep it light. Anyways, Isaiah, first current event of the week. Which one are we gonna go with?
Do you want to do after you just said we're not going to do politics?
We can talk about politics. We could talk about politics.
I don't think this is exactly a politic conversation when we talk about the Trump interview that happened this week.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's finish the show off with that one.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's leave the butter for the end. Okay. Let's slather that butter on the bread. Let's toast the bread first.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's make the bread.
Let's make the bread first. Then we'll toast it and then we'll butter it. Right. Okay. All right. Got it. Yeah. Right. Okay, so the explosion in Beirut. Let's start there. Let's start with that one. So go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about the news that came out today about it?
I did. No.
Okay, so I think they knew what was in there. This wasn't something that was like apparently I think there was some like Russian owner that owns that warehouse, and he kind of was like just leaving it out there. He didn't really care about it and just kind of neglected it. But they fucking knew, the city knew that there were a ton of explosives just being stacked inside of that warehouse.
Okay, so the government,
my bad.
So the government knew that the shady Russian was everybody. I mean, everybody already knows my feelings on the Russian, on Russia on this stream. It's not very positive, but so the government knew that the shady Russian guy was storing a bunch of explosives in the house or on the boat or whatever it was.
Something along those lines. The point I was just trying to get is that they knew that these explosives were there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been there for it's approximately 6 years. Welcome, Spring Succeeds, man. Welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for popping in, man. Do appreciate it. If you got any questions for us, please let us know. Everybody out there too. If you have any questions for me and Isaiah, we would love to answer your questions. Honestly, we will. Anyways, go ahead.
So yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy to think that because you think about that and you're just like, I couldn't imagine in Seattle that we just have an ass load of explosives just sitting and no one really knows what to do with them. So that's crazy. But I think the major thing that I'm assuming you've watched like all the clips of it exploding.
Oh, every angle, baby. Every angle. Yeah.
And all it made me think of is like all the major explosions that have happened in big cities. And the one that comes to mind is like Hiroshima, and just what it would be like to just in the city. If you're just anywhere near that and it happens, like, how do you even go on with the rest of your day? Like, I wouldn't even know how to react properly. Or the week. Like, do you still go to work if it's, I wouldn't even know. Do you just spend your time going down there and helping out? Like, it's just crazy. And obviously, I feel for anyone who was in the city, near the city, knows someone who died, anything like that. But it was just like, I couldn't imagine being in a city when an explosion like that happened.
Could you imagine being in like downtown Seattle? So next, I don't know if you guys know a lot about the layout of Seattle, chat, but there's the marina is very close to the port of Seattle. So like if the explosion goes off and it hits like parts of the stadium, it hits parts of like the viaduct. Well, the viaduct doesn't exist anymore, but where the viaduct was, down there, on down there on the piers and all that kind of stuff. I mean, like that would be devastating. That would be absolutely devastating for us. You know what I mean? So I cannot believe the shock and awe that those people probably had to go through. I just can't believe it.
Did you see the clip of the lady who was like wedding photography? It was some kind of wedding photography. I'm assuming it was her wedding day. She's in like a full dress when it goes off.
Yeah. I did. I saw a little bit of that. Yeah. I can't believe that.
Bro, like one, you were trying to have a wedding in 2020 during a virus. Like maybe you finally were able to kind of do it, you know, and
in a safe way, right?
Mm-hmm. In a safe way, maybe.
Right.
And then this shit just fucking just explodes.
Can't believe it.
Just ruins it.
Yeah. Quick question on a tangent here. CS Graham asked at Super Chocolate Bear, what are your feelings about Dungeons and Dragons?
That's because Graham is one of my players in my D&D stream on Saturday.
So there's some connection there. Okay, all right. Well then,
for sure.
Okay, so he probably likes Dungeons and Dragons. That's actually what I was watching you play the other day. That's what I was watching you play.
You were watching me. I would say I love Dungeons and Dragons. It is, and most people, do you play any tabletop games? Do you play Dungeons and Dragons or anything like that?
Magic the Gathering. I mean, not anymore, but I used to.
So role playing tabletop games.
Oh God, no.
Okay.
No, so like Dawn of War, would that be considered?
No,
behave you too.
I don't think so.
I think you know what Dawn of War is though, right? Like where you have the figurines and shit. You know, like HeroClix. Remember HeroClix?
Like Warhammer. Are you thinking like Warhammer?
Oh yeah, Dawn of War is the computer game that came from Warhammer. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm caught up now. Yeah.
So no, no, it's not like that. But it's hands down any of those games. So most of the people that I brought in here, so Kaz, CS Graham, Storyteller Spira, I met all of them through a game that's just like D&D, but the rules are a little bit different. And instead of playing like barbarians and mages and rogues, it's all vampire based with different houses and history and lore and books and stuff like that.
Cool.
And I met them, man, I think it's coming up on like 5 years now. I've been playing constantly, like weekly with Storyteller Spira. And even through that, I met a ton of friends online and even went and officiated a wedding for some of them.
No way.
And like in Virginia, man, I took Vi to Virginia to go and like I was the officiant of that wedding.
Dude, I would have you marry me, man. Oh my God, that'd be amazing. So are you certified to marry people?
No, because Virginia has like fucked up rules. Like you have to, they're super strict on it because up in Washington, all you have to do is go online, fill out that blah 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 blah. No, that's not how they want it there. They want good, hard Christian value type stuff going on there. So no, I couldn't do like the actual one, but still doing the exact same thing.
Good. What happened here being compared to an atomic bomb? Okay, so we went on a little bit of a tangent here. We were talking about the Beirut bombing. Isaiah, quick little backstory about that. I actually just went to Lebanon last year.
Really?
I did. So last year I went to the Middle East for I was in the Middle East total for about 20 days ish, and the whole trip was like about a month and a half, and I spent some of it in Europe and I spent some of it in the Middle East, and I went to Israel, Jordan, and Lebanon. It was an absolutely beautiful area. Everything about Jordan, Israel, and Lebanon is just like the smells, the sights, the people. Everybody was just super cool and just really, really awesome people, and culturally significant too. What
year did you go?
I went so I was in the Middle East in May. So it wasn't too hot, but it was bearable. And
what is not too hot in the Middle East?
Not too hot in the Middle East is like, so every day it was like 82. Every day it was like 82 and it got up to like 90 a couple of times, but I mean, it didn't get over 90. So it was definitely bearable. But if I waited till like June or July, then it would have been like 100 every day. So yeah, but no, Lebanon, I went to Tripoli to see some Crusader castles, which was really cool. I did go to Beirut and I stayed in Beirut for 3 days, and The nightlife, the food, dude, everything, everything about there, it's so secular, you know. It's not as like, it's not as fanatical or religious as the Western media portrays it to be. It's very secular there, and the people are really open. They come up and they talk to you. They want to know about you. Even as an American, I was greeted very respectfully, and I made a couple of good connections there. One of them in which I still have today on social media. So I'm really fond of that entire area, those three countries. So I when I heard about that happening in Beirut, I was especially disgusted and appalled because I was literally just there, and I know how that would feel there, because those people just don't deserve it. They're so cool. So yeah.
Are you ready to pivot to the same conversation but a little bit different again?
I'm ready.
What? All right, so I do traveling a lot, you know.
Mhm.
I mean, when there's not a fucking virus going
Of
on,
course.
but you know, there's always your kind of dream places to go, the places that you kind of think about, and not everyone thinks of the Middle East as a place that they want to like spend the amount of money. How much was your plane ticket over there? I'm assuming that was your biggest expense.
The biggest expense, I would say the biggest expense overall on that trip. No, the plane ticket was not the biggest one.
Okay.
The biggest one was the accommodations in Israel. That was
Okay.
that was by far the biggest. I mean, even the cheapest hostel on the planet in Israel is still like $42 a night. I mean,
Wow.
it is unbelievable how expensive Israel was. Oh my gosh.
Do you think that's just like a unofficial tourist tax that they know that they could kind of chuck on there for Westerners to pay higher, or?
I don't think so. I don't think so, because I noticed that everything in Israel was really expensive. And then I got to Jordan, and oh my God, the difference between Israel and Jordan is just night and day. It's incredible, the difference of like development versus non-development between Israel and Jordan, man. Oh my gosh. And the prices of things. I mean, everything in Jordan is just dirt cheap, absolutely dirt cheap. And Israel was just so much more like commercialized, and it was a lot more capitalistic. And the residents there, they knew that, they understood that, and so they can charge a premium for whatever services that you need. So I just remember I took the bus several times in Israel, and it was $4. It was $4 a ride on the bus in Israel. And in Jordan, I took the bus like 40 miles from Aqaba to Petra, and it was like $3.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, that's 60 miles on the bus for $3. I was like, that's literally the best deal I've ever seen in my life, you know? So,
let me answer Phrasing's questions. Phrasing, I was bringing up the atomic bomb because there's not very many large scale explosions that we have that happen to cities in modern day time that we can kind of look back upon. And I was just thinking, like, even though this explosion is very impactful and it is very sad, and it, you know, I'm not trying to diminish it, I was trying to imagine what it would be like if something as large as an atomic bomb went off in your city. Like, especially nowadays with all of our cameras, not that you would have you know, it's not like people can, there's not a smokestack coming out of a building that an atomic bomb's about to hit, so you probably wouldn't have very much video in the same sense. But it was just kind of weird thinking of a modern day large scale explosion in a city, and that's all I was bringing up.
Right, and that's the closest modern day explosion that we have to reference on. I think that's probably the biggest explosion in a big city since the nuclear bombings in Japan. I think, like, in the major city at least.
I can't think. I mean, there's been other explosions, but I mean, I'm not sure if we have like the Oklahoma City bombing like on video where you could kind of see it like that. I mean, like the major destruction inside cities that we have video for is this 9/11, Boston, but Boston bombing is nowhere near
No.
the
That was a
explosion.
that was a backpack bomb.
Yeah, exactly.
Not to discredit it, not to minimalize what happened in Boston, but it was a backpack bomb. This was 2,700 tons of ammonium nitrate.
Yeah. And if Spring's number of this only being 5%, like that's just what I'm saying. Like it would just be massive. Like I couldn't even imagine being inside of a city while that happens. Yeah, that's all I was trying to say.
Yeah.
But are you ready to go? Are you ready for a different topic?
Oh man, bring it on, baby. First off, hey, before we get to this different topic, guys, if you guys haven't followed this stream yet, make sure you hit that follow button. Guys, we're going to be doing this every single Thursday. We also do giveaways on this. We do giveaways on this stream. We do play a lot of video games as well. And I'm also on a lot of game shows. I'm on a lot of game shows too. So make sure you guys hit that follow button because you'd be supporting me and joining a great community and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you do that. And on top of that, you'll be supporting Isaiah too, because make sure you head over and give him a follow on Mr. Super Chocolate Bear in the chat. Make sure you head over and give that boy a follow. He's a good guy. He really is. Anyways, yeah, so I'm ready.
Well, what do you want to talk about?
Oh, I thought you
No, I let you run this show. I don't want to.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay, so another big one that actually just, I mean, it happened today, but it's been on the minds of everybody for the past. Hey, Robson67, look at that, man! He managed to make it, man, all the way from Bristol, England, dude. Thank you so much for popping in. I know it's mega late for you, man. Robson, thank you so much for being here, dude. Oklahoma City bombing was slightly under 2 tons of ammonium nitrate. Beirut was about 2.5 tons. Holy Christ. God damn. That is just, I can't imagine, man. I just can't imagine. Yeah, so we're going to be pivoting to TikTok. So it's been in the news lately that President Trump is going to ban TikTok from American users, and now he can't. It's not a ban. It's not a ban on the app. It's not a ban on the app. What it is that he's going to declare it a national security issue, and so Apple and Android and every service provider can't provide it for you in their app stores. So I mean, if you can get a hold of TikTok, then you can still use TikTok. What's being banned is distributing it. That's what's being banned. It's not like you're gonna have TikTok on your phone and the government's gonna come for you and come lock you up. That's not what the ban is. The ban is that it's on the distribution of it. So if you already have the app on your phone, then you can use the app on your phone. You just can't get any support from it or download it from the app stores. That's more like what it is. Anyways, TikTok being banned. Isaiah, do you care?
I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think, I mean, the reason why he's doing it is that we have, I mean, has it really been proven that they're stealing our information from it, or was that kind of just rumor-ish? Or I haven't kept up on the whole thing, but I mean, if that is what they're doing, if they are stealing our data, then I think this conversation could be opened up into. I think
this could be a real rabbit hole here. So we got to be real careful here, because we can get into like trade secrets and stealing intelligence and stuff like that by the Chinese government. Yes, the Chinese. So the Chinese, I'm going to say one thing real quick, and I'm going to let Isaiah just go to town. Okay. First off, I believe it's very well known. It's very well known out there that I believe that the Chinese government is malign. I think that they are malevolent. They're not good. It's not a good organization. Okay. The only thing that China can do is steal and copy. Okay. It's one of those things that I believe for a very long time about China, is that the only way that they have come so far in their society building and in their technological building is from stealing and cloning. That's it. You know, they have good scientists, obviously, and they have good companies and good technology. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that they've got the jump start from stealing from the US, stealing from Europe, and places such as that, to use in their own ways. And all they do is tweak it so they can use it for their own society, put censorships on it, put restrictive measures, oppression, all that kind of stuff. I mean, the Chinese government is not a good organization. Okay. They have, 1 million Muslims in captivity in the western part of the country. They suppress freedom of speech. I mean, they're communists, so everything, goes through the government. There's no free market and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you can't own private property in China. I mean, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that are different from U.S. society and Western society that I just don't agree with. So with that being said, I'm pretty sure that, what China does with Americans' information is one thing, right? But them getting it, I don't really care. Now, they probably have a use for it, but I don't really care what that use is, because it's not going to impact Isaiah very much. I think it's not going to impact me very much. You know what I mean? Now, them getting the information, I don't really care about that. But what they use with the information, that's what I'm really curious about. And if the US government designates it as a security threat, then I don't know. What do you think, Isaiah?
Yeah, I would need to actually look it up and see what kind of what the information is that they were actually getting, and how it would differ from any large American company collecting data on this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if if TikTok does steal data and they just give it to a bigger American company, and then that company also just goes to use it to take our data, is it really changing that much? You're just like, well, now Americans have it instead of the Chinese. And
Yeah.
someone brought up in chat, Kimmy brought up, I'm not sure if you know about this. I think it was like, what, 2 months ago now, maybe a month ago, where a bunch of people rallied behind, if I remember right, K-pop artists or something along those lines, like just to mess with Trump, which I think is like such a beautiful thing, just to be like, hey, we're all using this platform. Let's
troll the ultimate troll.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, Kimmy's saying that the reason why he's doing it is because someone probably came up to him and was like, hey, the reason why you didn't have as much views is because of TikTok. That is, if that's why he's doing it, that's pretty shitty. But also, I feel like, even if I feel like this was going to go away soon enough. It was going to go extinct at some point. I really, to be honest, am getting too old to care about TikTok. And if we want to talk about like the moral rights of it, kind of a thing, of if Trump should have that kind of power to stop us from being able to use it, like, I think that is shitty. I think let's take it away from TikTok, and let's say it's app A, and everyone was enjoying it. It was made by a different company, and does the president of the United States have the ability to make it so that goes away and goes into the hands of somebody else? I don't think that is right. I think most of my dislike of it is my opinion on TikTok in and of itself.
Yes, right. And me too. That's how I know it too, is the fact that, like, I have a couple people in my stream. Like, first off, my mom says hello there. Bruiser Travis says hello to Isaiah. Look at that. Yeah, is very, look at that. Look at how sweet she is. Thank you, Mom, for being here. I appreciate that. We're just having a little bit of a conversation. Glad you can pop in and say hello. The problem is with kids' information, any one of them can be compromised if they go into politics later in life or become important people. Yes, I agree with that. They can store video data on somebody and then release it into the public later on, 10, 15, 20 years later, about opinions or about what they said as a kid and all that kind of stuff, which is different from when you're an adult, because you do a lot of growing and a lot of changing. Cosnark, I totally understand that, man. I totally get that part of it. Like, that does scare me a little bit. So, like, let's say I'm a 20-year-old and I'm using TikTok. At 40, I get like an important position or an important job or something like that. And then the Chinese government comes out and then posts something that I said 20 years ago that's not relevant today, but it does show like a little bit of compromise, like in my character or something like that. I totally understand that. And that is stupid. So yeah.
Hey, Ma, yeah, I could read what you say.
Yeah, so mom, Isaiah can he can read everything you say. So you're welcome to say anything that you like. First off, guys, I just want to say welcome to the stream. We are here tonight in a beautiful night in Seattle, Washington. This is our first ever talk show between me and Isaiah. We're going to be fine tuning our format. There's going to be other stuff going on and all this. And so like make sure you guys stick around and come to every single show at 8 p.m. Pacific time here in Seattle, Washington on my stream. And Isaiah will also be streaming it next time as well. So you can definitely bounce between the two. Last thing, guys, is if you haven't followed the stream, make sure you hit that follow button. If you guys have not subscribed to the stream yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You do get a slew of awesome emotes. You get you get that awesome new subscriber badge, the pineapples, the colored pineapples that we just got, and you get to become part of a growing awesome community on Twitch. This is all because of you guys. It's not because of me. So thank you so much for that.
I got a question for you, Max.
Yeah, what's up? Anything?
Is your Facebook, so on to keep on the train of holding on to like a video or something bad that someone might say when they're younger and then release it when they become a political figure?
Yeah.
Is your Facebook set on private?
Is my personal Facebook set on private? No.
Correct.
No, my Instagram is also not set on private. Both of my profiles are public.
Do you have anything, if someone went, I'm assuming you've had it probably what, like 10 plus years now?
I got Instagram in 2012 and I had to sign up for Facebook in order to get Instagram because I actually got Instagram right when Facebook bought it. Yeah. Do
you ever get memories on Facebook and click on them and then look at it and go, why did 20-year-old Isaiah or 20-year-old Max say this? Like, this is horrible. This is not okay. I hope no one ever sees this. I hope we need to delete this right now.
Yeah, and you know what, Isaiah, that's actually a pretty good point that you brought up, and it's a cultural thing too. So like, I am a lot more reserved about what I say today at 31 than I was when I was 20. That's for sure. Because like it's just kind of a waste of breath, and it's just going to turn people off, and it's going to make more people more mad than necessary and stuff like that. Like it's, when it comes to countries and stuff like that, everybody in my life knows that I don't like Russia. Everybody in my life knows that I don't like China. You know what I mean? It's well known. You know what I mean? It's well known. Right. And with that kind of information, like I'm not very outspoken about it anymore. That's just kind of the way that I feel. And I'm like content with that. You know what I mean? I'm just content with that. I'm cool with that, Like, and with that being said, it's not against the people of Russia. It's not against the people of China. In fact, some of the funniest, most charming people I've ever met in my life have been Chinese. And it's not the people, it's the institution. It's the way that they run things, the government and like and also the corporations too. There are corporations over there. So which are not, I don't know, real corporations, but whatever. We'll get into that later. But yeah, so like answering your question, I definitely am more reserved today about what I say than I was when I was 20 because I don't want people to think more ill of me than they already do. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, bro.
Man, thank you so much for the 2 gifted subs, man. That's sweet. That's super sweet. Apex Hydra, man, I appreciate that 100%. And Storyteller Spyra got one. That's awesome. And Mamulator got one too. Welcome to the family, you guys. Thank you so much for that.
Bro.
I appreciate that 100%. That's awesome. Apex Hydra, dude, appreciate that. TikTok scores so much more that when you hold on a minute, I want to read that from Cosnark. TikTok stores so much more than what you post. Oh my God, do it again, chat. Then read your calls and texts and build networks around your data. Yeah, they also have access to your like photos and shit, don't they? Like when you download TikTok, you give them permission to access your photos and your like microphone and your information on your phone. I didn't think about that until now. That can get kind of fucked up too. Where you go and where you talk, yeah, the websites you build, yeah, Twitter and social media, dude, I totally get that, man. Yeah, I'm wigged out by it. Like I kind of understand it at the same time, about the ban of it, but I'm having a hard time how it relates to like my life and the people around me, Isaiah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because I don't care about TikTok. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Right. And also, it's not like back in the day when someone sent you an email and there might have been a link to it and then you accidentally click that link and then you get a virus. It seems like maybe I'm completely wrong, but are you saying that when you download it and you click the I agree, the terms,
Right.
does it actually say like we have access to all your stuff?
Well,
Do you
it says
accept this, or-
when TikTok is open, they have access to your photos. Like you agree to the app having access to your photos, which means the app can screenshot or whatever means that it does. When your photo list is open in their app, they can screenshot and go boom, 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 and take all of whatever is in your photos, and then screenshot it and keep it in their database. So I mean, that's kind of fucked up. You know what I mean?
I agree.
And another thing too is that, like, remember like 4 months ago, when that face app that turned us all old? Remember that was huge like 4 months ago?
Yeah.
That's a Russian app.
Like,
that's a Russian app, and everybody was all wigged out because it gave access to your photos. So the Russian company or the government or whoever's running the joint over there can just screenshot all of your photos, so they can have that in a database, and knowing who you are and what you do. Like, I can't even imagine how many dick pics they got. You know what I mean? It's incredible, or whatever, or whatever your own sensitive and private information. I mean, that is kind of fucked up when you think about it, dude. It really is.
So also, with this being made public, obviously the word isn't going to get to everyone. Not everyone's going to hear news. Obviously I didn't, so I didn't know the extent of it, but I'm wondering when it gets to people, if they will keep using it. Are people going to keep using it, or are they just gonna be like, I don't like this, I'm done with it? Or there's like, I just kind of, I don't have anything.
It'll probably be a 50-50. Yeah, it'll probably be a 50-50 where people are like, okay, so the US government's banning it for security purposes, we probably should stay off of it. And then there's going to be another portion of the population being like, I don't give a fuck what the US government says, but I still use the app. You know what I mean? So just like the political climate these days, it's 50-50, I mean, it's always been that way too. All right, last segment before we head on to pop culture at 9 p.m. So I think politics and current events are going to be in the first hour, and then the second hour we're going to end on more positive, reinforcing, fun topics. So we'll get all the nitty gritty out of the way first, and then for the second hour we'll talk about pop culture and stuff like that. Okay, so the last topic is going to be the Trump interview with Axios on HBO. But 1 second, I want to read some questions here real quick. It's not about TikTok though. It's about censorship. How big is this app and taken down? For me, it shows that everything can be taken down. Yeah, it's a slippery slope. I agree, Robson. It's a slippery slope. If an app or a product does not suit the security requirements of the federal government, that it can just take it down. What are those requirements? What is the basis of it? You know what I mean? I totally understand that. It is a slippery slope that you cannot go down very often, because if you do, then you can just keep banning stuff and going down. I get that part of it, dude. I think I'm the only one who uses my phone for just calls. Yeah, you also film goats. You also film goats drinking milk out of bottles, Prince Shaw. Please do not stop posting those videos on my Discord, okay? That made me so happy at work today. You have no idea. That was literally the best day. That was literally the best part of my day today, was seeing those goat videos drinking milk. Absolutely. I love technology, but when I think about it, I want to get back to the letters and the landline. Yeah, those are gone forever. Absolutely gone forever. We all know they're listening when we get fucking ads and we talk. I don't see Kimmy Parsons. That's the thing though. I don't give a fuck if somebody's listening. You know what I mean? Like here in America, I mean, it's different everywhere else. You know what I mean? It's different everywhere else. But here in America, like, I can give a shit less if the FBI is listening to me. You know what I mean? I'm not a terrorist. I love my country. I'm a huge patriot. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that. And I don't have any activities or stuff that I'm trying to hide. You know what I mean? So if the government wants to listen to me, or if they want to watch my camera or do something like that, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I have nothing to hide. I'm a proud patriot. I work very hard for a living. You know, I stream on Twitch and I talk shit. You know what I mean? It's like, what do you want from me? You know what I mean? You could come after me if you want to, whatever. I've never cared about the that type of invasion of privacy where they listen. You know what I mean? I just don't care. They can listen to me all they want, if they deem it necessary. And they'll probably find it pretty boring too. They'll be like, this guy fucking needs to go get a life, dude.
They're like, this guy talks a lot of shit about his boss.
Talks a lot of smack, dude. So if you guys
all day just talking shit.
So true. Max Powers, one half would be like the people saying out of it, and the other half would be schoolgirls thinking that they can just dance, but they can't. Yes, exactly. By the way, are you going to talk about riots at some point? Yes, we are going to talk about the riots. No, it's not too sensitive. I mean, we're getting into a Trump interview. Our last part of this segment is a Trump interview that just
and they talk about Black Lives Matter in that, so we could segue into it. From there. So
of course. And then last thing, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. Kimmy Parsons, Skleegs, Lolly Raptor, Apex Hydra, Robson. You guys are awesome. Prince Shaw, thank you guys so much for being here and supporting me, supporting Isaiah. And like I said, guys, if you want to, make sure you tune in every Thursday, 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, and we'll be providing some good content and some good laughs for you. But make sure you absolutely hit that follow button too, so you guys can be informed when we go live. Okay, anyways, the Trump interview. Okay, so you want to start us off? You want me to start us off? First, I want to start us off in a positive way. Okay, really quick.
Okay.
Okay. First off, it was, if you guys have not watched the 37-minute Trump interview with Axios on HBO, it was very good. It was very good. It was the best interview it was the best, most real interview that anybody's ever done with President Trump. Absolutely. There's no getting around it. It was.
Do I have permission to post links? I could post it right now.
Yeah, no, go for it. Yeah, you can post like. So if you guys haven't watched the interview yet, watch the interview preferably after the show. It was the best interview that's been done with President Trump so far by far, and it was 37 minutes long, and it was real. It was a real interview that actually got some real shit talked about. So in the interviewer, I can't remember his name. He's like, where I was going with this positivity, starting us off, was the memes. The memes that have come out of this interview are just gold. With the interviewer looking at the piece of paper, questioning his life and questioning what he's doing. Holy crap. That is so funny, dude.
That one and the one where President Trump hands him the piece of paper and says, what does it say? Like, do you like me? Yes or no? And the guy looks and goes, no. And then Trump like reacts to it.
Yeah. The three panel. Yeah.
And I actually learned something because, I mean, look, we've had Trump as our president for a few years now. We all kind of know how he is. We don't need to go into that really. But there was the question of, I mean, we could go into it now about the Black Lives Matter, the protest riots, and him saying, I'm the best president for blacks, except for Abraham Lincoln. I was like, wow, Trump, that's very mature of you.
Yeah. He's done more than John Lewis, apparently.
Yeah. And
wow.
Then the guy was like, what? More than Lyndon B. Johnson? He goes, yeah, I think so. But it made me Google it. I was like, what is Trump talking about? He was talking about giving money to historically black colleges and this and that. And I was like, I don't remember hearing about this.
No,
I don't,
Yeah.
And this would have been around the time that I was listening to NPR all the time. So I thought I would hear something about Trump. But yeah, apparently he gave $250 million a year to historically black colleges. And I was like, okay, he's not just fully blowing smoke up our ass. He did something, something.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't call him Abraham Lincoln, Lyndon B. Johnson, or JFK worthy.
Yeah.
but he did something, Trump. All right. You did it.
He's done. Yeah. Okay. So I think Donald Trump. Okay. So here's where Donald Trump's coming from on that issue. Okay. Donald Trump, his angle of approach here is that, okay, I have provided a very good economy for black people to be able to pull themselves up by the bootstraps. Okay. That's where he's coming from. He's like, okay, I've, under my economy, under my administration, the economy is booming, and more people of color are able to get more jobs, better jobs, more high-paying jobs, and be able to pull themselves up from poverty into the middle class. That's his argument for it. Okay, now how true that is, I don't even want to know. Prince Shaw, baby. Thank you so much for that, man. I do appreciate that sub, dude. Thank you, man. You're an awesome dude. Thank you so much for the support, brother. I appreciate it. Lovely human being out there. The Legend of Texas, guys. Isaiah, Prince Shaw, he rides his horse to work. It's actually true. It's actually true.
I guess a question that also needs to be asked: what is his job?
Prince Shaw, he's like a carpenter or like a construction. He's like an architect that he builds shit. And
I was hoping you'd be like, he works at like 7-Eleven. Yeah, he just comes in like a cowboy. So
he's like a contractor. So he rides his horse around Texas to each of his like contracting jobs. So he rides to the job site pretty much.
Okay.
And then he just ties his horse up and all that kind of stuff, I guess, Prince Shaw, please.
Normal Texas things.
Yeah. If I'm way off, let me know, please. Anyways, okay, so the interview, okay? So the Black Lives Matter thing and Trump being like, I've done more for the black community than just about anybody, okay? First off, that's a lie, okay? That's a lie. Okay, yeah. I don't even want to know the extent of that lie, but the extent of that lie is very far, okay? Now, his argument is that under his administration, under his economy, there has been more opportunity for everybody to be able to make a good living and get into the middle class. I think that's where he's coming from. Now, the direct impact that he personally has had on the prosperity of the black and minority communities, that's very disputable. Very disputable. Now, the free market having a noticeable change on it, there's some evidence to that. It's not a ton of evidence, but there is a little bit of evidence that points to a strong free market economy does provide more opportunity for everybody. Okay, that's just what capitalism and the free market's built on, right? And under Trump's administration, the economy has been doing well up until coronavirus. That's actually fact. Now, how much Donald Trump has had to do with that, I can't tell you because I don't think very much. I think
we can't. There's no graph that could possibly be made and proven that would say, well, if Donald Trump wasn't in office, if we just had nothing, if we just had air in the presidential chair, and where the economy would be. So we can't prove that, but he will love to take credit for it.
Right. And I think that, and it's that's a good, there's a good point there. It's why the middle class is weaker and weaker. I think the middle class, I think that the middle class, I think I don't want to say it's necessarily weaker. I want to say that it's just different. Okay. So like Isaiah, let's take Isaiah for example, or let's take me for example. Okay. Like with what I do and how much money I make and my status in everything, I would say that I'm in the middle class, right? Now, I don't own a home. I don't own a home. I don't have a white picket fence yard. You know what I mean? The standard of middle class today is different than it was like 30 or 40 years ago, right? Like if I want to buy a home right now and go into like $500,000 in debt, I could do that. It would be a damn mistake, but I could do that if I want to. You know what I mean? And I'd be able to pay the mortgage. I don't want to pay a mortgage, but I would be able to do it. I would be able to be in the middle class in the old traditional sense of it. But I think that the definition of middle class has changed a lot over the last 30 years. So
yeah, we're like millennial upper middle class.
Millennial upper middle class, right? Exactly, and that's a different way than a union middle class blue collar member from 1970 with a white picket fence in Virginia. You see what I'm saying? It's just different. Anyways, the interview. Okay, let's get back to the interview here. Very real, Isaiah. That was about as real. That was about as real as it gets. I want to give. Go ahead.
I was surprised. That interviewer did an amazing job of pounding at a question until Trump either answered it or he knew Trump wasn't going to answer it, and then going, "Okay, let's go on to the next topic." I think he did that there was that part where he's like, Trump was like, "You could test too much, that's what they say," and the guy was like, "Who says that?" He's like, "Oh, just read the manuals, read the books." And the guy's like, What books?" He's just like, and then Trump stops him and then he goes, "Here, I'll explain it." And then the guy just goes, okay, next topic. And I was like, okay, good. Like he's not just gonna keep asking the question, just go on to a completely different topic, ask him. And Trump did it. I was almost went through if the interview was a little bit shorter, I would have actually gone through and marked down questions asked and questions actually answered.
Right,
And
right.
I feel like maybe 5%.
Fine. I mean, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he and the answers that Trump did give were just really wishy washy. Why the interview was so good though is that Trump. He's the president of the United States. This guy's got some power. He's got some clout, right? And he kind of let the reporter, the HBO guy, just kind of do his thing, and be the way that he was, you know what I mean? And interrupt the president, get him back on topic, kind of guide the interview. That was what is so cool about that interview, was that not only was he a great reporter with great questions, and the way that he steered the interview was very brilliant. And Trump just kind of went along with it, which I was really surprised about. It was like, it almost showed that Trump kind of had like a small sense of like dignity in a way. You know what I mean? Okay, he's like, this interview means a lot. I gotta put aside my narcissism, and I gotta put aside my fucking self-centeredness, from this, and I gotta just be like, okay, I'm going to sit here and I'm just going to fucking deal with this guy. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm not saying that Trump did a good job in the interview. He did a fucking terrible job in the interview. I'm not saying that.
He couldn't walk away. It's not like
he couldn't walk away from it. That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's what I loved about it, man. That's what I loved about it. You can see how uncomfortable he was. You know what I mean? I don't know.
So True Goddess brought up part of the quote. It is what it is. I actually have it in my notes. I wrote it down.
Yeah.
He was like, they're dying. It's true. It is what it is. And I was just like, how can you say that?
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the coronavirus. Right.
Yeah. It is what it is. Like, it's just,
man,
people are dying. It's what's going to happen.
So here's the thing. Now, I'm going to be a moderate here. Okay. I'm going to be a moderate. You ready for this? This is my moderation right here. Okay. Everybody knows that I'm a true moderate. I vote for Democrats. I voted for Republicans in the past. I was born in Seattle. I lived and went back and forth from Hawaii to Seattle, and all that kind of stuff. And I'm politically and culturally a moderate, okay? And this is where moderation comes in, right? Shutting down the country, okay? Shutting down the country. Okay, so coronavirus is a pox upon the United States, okay? There's no getting around it. And lots of people are dying, and that is absolutely unacceptable, okay? But shutting down the economy to put people on lockdown and to introduce very strict social and economic measures to stifle the economy and stifle growth. I don't know about that, Isaiah. I don't know about that, because we could do damage that's irrecoverable, right? The United States is the #1 economy in the world, right? And we have a system that we've built. We've built this country up to be the top, right? And if you shut it down and you do irreparable damage, then it's not going to be the status that it has been for especially the past 75 years, So I kind of get it from that point. Like, we can't shut it down, I don't know. You know what I mean? Tell me, let me know, let me know what you're thinking.
So as far as shutting down goes, I think a good way of looking at it is, and just like a thought game that you could play with yourself. How much money are you willing to let the United States lose per death?
Right.
How are you like, would you actually put a monetary value on the lives of the people that were lost and the enjoyment of being able to go outside during the summer and stuff like that? Or would you rather kind of hunker down and say, look, no lives are worth the amount of money. No amount of money is worth the amount of lives that we are going to lose.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
And, thinking about it that way, and we've been, I've been lucky. Do you know anyone who's actually died from it, or?
No, I've only known two people who've had it, and
Okay.
they were one was asymptomatic, and then one had like a mild fever. But
Right.
I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody in person that has died from coronavirus.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I would have to imagine that your thought process on it when you get directly, not like we're kind of being impacted by it, but from afar. Like, me and you, I'm assuming you lost hours at work. You're
Yeah,
not
I mean,
fired, but you
yeah,
lost hours.
I was laid off. I was laid off as
Right.
a bartender for 2.5 months.
Ooh, did you get that unemployment?
I
Did you get
did.
that extra 600 a week? Yay, yay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
okay.
I got taken care of. I got taken care of for
Gotcha.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So me and you, we kind of see it from afar because I also don't know anyone that has been directly impacted by it on a serious scale.
Yes.
Um, but I think once you kind of get hit with it and see the impact of it,
Hmm.
you might directly change your opinion on it and be like, like, is it worth it? Is like, why couldn't we just follow the same thing that like Korea did, where we're all
Yeah.
shut down for 2 weeks? We're going to use digital analysis to try and find out who came in contact with who, try
Hmm.
and figure it out. I think if we really would have hunkered down and we wouldn't have rebelled as hard against it, we
Right.
might be in the same place as the other countries. And right now we're kind of dealing with, little hotspots popping up because people keep deciding, fuck this, I don't want to wear my mask. Fuck this, I want to go to the beach. I want to drink with my friends.
Right.
And, I don't feel right saying you can't do that
Hmm.
because I want this shit to go away. But I also don't want to approve of it and say, yeah, it's your right, go and do it. And you know what? If someone's nana gets taken out because of it, fucking, I guess
Why did you have to say it in like a funny way? You just made me laugh, you asshole. That was a
it's
serious moment, and you just made me laugh. Someone's nana getting taken out.
yeah.
God
So
damn it.
it's just like, why? Like, I can see the argument on both ends.
Yes, right,
But I
right.
feel like the right one is just shutting down the economy, and we all take up and we take that hit.
Yeah.
Because I'll put human life over my government's ability, or small businesses. Fuck, I am so sorry. Like, if anyone out there owns a small business, or your neighbors do, and they
Yeah.
aren't able to have that business stay open because of this, that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But what would also suck is 160,000 people dying from a virus that we might have been able to kind of, drop the numbers to if we just decided to wear masks when we go outside, or if our government every state said, all right, we're all going to hunker down for a month and
Hmm.
try and get this shit to go away.
Right. Yeah, you're not wrong. Let's read some. Comments here. Lolly Raptor says in Argentina, thefts increased because we have quarantined since March. The economy is suffering a lot, but anyway, the measures are not being taken correctly. Yeah, the economy, as much. I mean, the economy is still very important. The economy is still very important to the long-term success of the recovery. So we have to always keep that in mind. And then, oh yeah, here. I mean, the economy is also worth lives. People die in extremely poor economies from the consequences of those economies. Of course, yeah. I mean, that's always been the case, especially in developing nations. It's possible the government was willing to stimulate the populace with actual benefits that can protect them from being evicted. See, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're actually getting somewhere here. So like, and that's the thing, True Goddess. That's the thing is like, okay, so it all comes down to money. It all comes down to money, and it all comes down to like GDP, and also comes down to like, the growth of the economy. So like how much are you willing to stifle the growth of the economy and go backwards? How much of that is worth reopening and exposing people to coronavirus? You see what I'm saying? It's like it's just not simple. It's just not simple at all. You know what I mean? Now, the way that we have been testing and tracing is not sufficient. Okay, what we need to do is we need to do a better job actually testing people. We need 5-minute tests, not 2-minute or not 2-day tests. You know what I mean? Going to get tested and waiting for your results for 2 days is not acceptable. there should be a test where you get tested for coronavirus and boom, you have the results in 5 minutes. So you don't go out there for the next 2 days exposing people to the virus over and over and over again. You see what I'm saying? It's like it all comes down to testing is the basic result of success, right? The economy is more of a long-term kind of big deal on it, right? What do you think, Isaiah? Do you think testing is most important?
I think one important thing to touch on before we go farther.
Sure.
There is no right answer. Right? Whatever you think or your neighbor thinks, or whatever happens.
Right.
Well, it's just about whatever that person's beliefs in, what they think is right. So I don't think there's any point in getting mad at someone for thinking that, like, fuck it, I want to party all spring break and I want to go out and drink. Like, that's their thought. But yeah, as far I just don't want anyone thinking like, oh, you're wrong just because we're disagreeing.
Of course,
that, like, the life is. But it's,
of course, yeah.
But yeah, what was your exact question? Sorry.
Me?
Yeah, I thought you asked.
Oh, no, I was just talking about testing. I think.
Testing.
Yeah.
Okay, so testing. One, during the interview, I thought it was very funny when he brought up the graphs. He's like, we do more tests, so we have more cases. Like, and Trump is trying to push this narrative of, like,
he's an idiot. He's an idiot for trying to do that, okay? It's about quick testing. It's not about long-term. It's not about a 2-day test. Like, they have to come up with a test where you know that you have coronavirus right now, okay? Right. And when you find out that you have coronavirus, you have to go isolate yourself for 2 weeks. That's what you have. That's if you want your economy open, that's the point that we have to be at. Right. If we have to have 5-minute testing, and after 5 minutes testing, we have to get to a safe and secure vaccine on a quick pace, but at a steady pace. You can't rush something out that doesn't work. You know what I mean? So, like, but the testing is number one, and that's one of the big things. All right, Isaiah.
And then also. No, do you want to go on, because we're at 9:18? Do you want to go on?
I was gonna say we can go on to pop culture, or we can continue on. But I mean,
no. Let's. All right. So I'll just say this, and then we'll wrap it up. And we'll go to end
this off. End this up, baby. Let's go. Yeah.
I, for my job, probably come into contact with anywhere from the week, probably about 50 people to about 150 people that I come in like close contact with.
Is it the same people or is it different people?
Different people every single week. I do not see the same person multiple times unless we fuck something up in someone's house and we have to, like, literally come back to fix it. And a lot of those places are construction sites. Every construction site you go to has to have, according to the law, like hand washing. You have to fill out a piece of paper, write your name, blah, 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 blah. I have not once gotten a single call from over, since this whole thing has been happening and we've been, like, reopened out of, like, phase 1 or so. I've not gotten a single call about, like, hey, someone at this building has gotten sick. We want to, like, tell you, or anything like that. And I think the statistics of that would just be astronomical. That no construction person that I've gotten in contact to, over 100 people a week for the last, like, 8 weeks or something like that, has gotten sick, and that they've responded back to their to that job site.
Right.
So I mean, I feel like we're just not doing everything we can to even if we do have the testing, people that, because there's also, like, almost an incentive to not get tested for your employer. If anyone at my warehouse tests positive and then calls into work, all of their employees, you can even say some of their friends that work there, don't get a paycheck.
That's right. Yeah, there's almost incentive to not go get tested, because when you go get tested, then and then that knowledge is like, okay, now I have to tell my boss that I got coronavirus and I can't come to work, okay? And then they have to quarantine everybody who was in contact with this person in the last couple of weeks. You know what I mean? It's bad news. I agree. I 100% agree.
Anyways, let's get on pop culture.
Let's read a last couple of comments here. Also, the state's various attempts to keep the economy running hasn't necessarily meant that the economy is doing much better. Of course. I agree with that. Yes. I don't like to agree with that, but I definitely agree with that. Well, that's because you guys are outside most of the time, I assume. I work with hundreds of people inside still. I'm bartending and serving right now, and it's I'm in contact with people all the time. I mean, I wear gloves. I wear gloves and a mask. I mean, I take the proper precautions, of course, No,
and I'm pretty much, you would think of me as almost a contractor. So I go into like new construction and I'm around the carpenters, the electricians, the tile guys.
Man, and those guys don't give a fuck, too.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. We can talk about that. But yeah, no one there is really giving all of their effort. Sometimes you walk into a place and all right, someone here is cracking down.
Look at him trying to be nice about it. He's trying to be so nice about it. It's so good. I can see it. I can see the eye twitch.
But yeah, no, I work with that many people in close contact inside of a house being built. So it's definitely
it's within it's a risk area. Yeah, it's a risk area. Yeah.
For sure.
At my mom's, 40 people have gotten it from my mom's work, dude. Oh God, I just can't imagine, dude. I absolutely can't imagine. Man, getting coronavirus, man, is just the last thing that I need in my life right now. Honestly, I just, I'm sorry for all your mom's friends, man. Okay, guys, we are officially transitioning over to the last hour of the stream, or I should say the last hour of the show. And we are going to be talking a little bit more about pop culture and a little bit more about positivity. Let's start off with the movie.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Let's start off with the movie, and we'll talk about the albums, and we'll end on some positive notes about modern American culture and modern American society, so we can leave on a good note. Okay. Let's do that. Okay. So the movie that we are going to, I watched it recently. I don't know how long ago Isaiah watched it. It was in kind of short time here. It was kind of in short time, but I recently watched Jurassic Park. I'm just lost for words. Watching Jurassic Park as a 31-year-old man is so much different than watching it as a young person. Okay. It is so impressive. The way that movie is shot is just incredibly impressive. Yo, Lithia, welcome back to the stream. I'm doing really well. We're having a pop culture variety hour. We just got done with the current events in politics, so you missed the juicy stuff. Now we're talking a little bit more positivity, man. And we're talking our featured movie tonight is Jurassic Park, and our featured album is No Pressure by Logic. So if you guys have heard Logic's new album, make sure you guys chime in, and then also please chime in on Jurassic Park as well, and the cultural significance of it around the world, and its image in Western culture, because it is a huge movie. It is one of the very few movies that is in the Library of Congress. So make sure you think about that. Okay. All right. Anyways, so I watched Jurassic Park recently. I asked Isaiah if he wanted to review it with me, and he absolutely agreed. And Isaiah, I want to know every single thought that you have on Jurassic Park, please. And then I'll share you mine, and then we'll come to a consensus on a rating of the movie. We're going to rate the movie.
So you told me that we were going to review this, 5 minutes before we started, right?
I said short timing. Timing.
What? Okay. So Jurassic Park is enough of my life that I have look at this. Like, I have within arm's reach, I have like Jurassic Park Velociraptor toys like next to my desk. Like, Jurassic Park is my
I didn't know that, everybody. I swear to God, I did not know that he had that. Isaiah, can you back me up? I had no idea.
Yeah.
No clue.
I just turned and saw it, and I was like, oh fuck, I have Jurassic Park toys on my desk.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I want to know what do you think about the movie? And I want you to talk to these guys while I am doing my 10 squats for Apex Hydra. Okay. Cause I got 10 squats to do. Oh, actually, you know what? Why don't you hold that? And I'm going to do 10 squats for Apex Hydra really quick. Okay. Now this is the only time that I'm breaking here to do the squats. Okay. So make sure you guys, we're going to get it in now. Okay. So here we go. We're going to go.
I want to see clean sets too. too. You're kind of butt winking
Oh,
earlier when I
get
saw
the
it.
fuck
I don't know.
out of here, okay?
I don't know if you know proper, but
I
it's
got
fine. It's okay.
jeans on right now too,
Oh,
dude.
that's okay. That's
It's
right.
gonna be so hard to do it. It's gonna be so hard to do it.
Okay.
All right, here
right.
we go.
Let's see it.
All right, guys, here we go. I'm doing 10 squats for Apex Hydra. Here we go. You ready? In my jeans too. All right, here we go.
Now we got live commentary on it. All right,
Yeah.
here we go.
Dude, yeah.
You got the setup.
Yeah.
Oh, hands to Buddha prayer going on here.
All right, here we go.
All right, look forward, hands together.
All right, shoulder width apart.
Shoulder width apart.
Yep, here we go.
I want you to drop those lats. Drop those lats down. It's tight. Oh God, that back is so arched.
Okay, all right. I'm trying to keep it straight. I'm trying to keep it straight.
There you go. There you go.
4, 5. Oh yeah.
Oh, there's no flexibility in those jeans
Oh,
either.
come on.
Guys, you can't go down that far.
I'm doing the best I can. I'm doing the best that I can, okay? All right, here we go. Last one. All right, there we go.
There you go.
That was pretty good, though,
Good
I'll
sets.
say. Yeah, that was okay. That was okay. Look at all the LaCroix cans on my desk, you guys. Look at all of those LaCroix cans. I cannot believe that I'm showing this right now. All right, whatever.
Next time you'll need to bust those shorts out so we can get some deep squats.
So we can get some real things going.
Squats.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Okay, so Jurassic Park. Isaiah, we all want to know. Talk to us about Jurassic Park. The cultural significance of it, the cinematography, the acting, everything, baby. Give it to me, and I'm gonna give you everything.
So we are referring to Jurassic Park 1 only, correct?
That's the only one.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I want to say one thing really quick, okay?
Yeah.
The new ones with Chris Pratt, okay? And then even number 2 and 3 of the original trilogies. Okay, look. I love bread, man. Have a good night tonight. Thank you so much for popping in. And Robson, thank you so much for being here. Ellen Bonnie, thank you so much for popping in. Leon, thank you so much for being here as well. I do appreciate it, you guys. And Lythia, thank you so much for popping in. We're talking about a little bit of Jurassic Park here, guys. Like I said, if you haven't hit that follow button yet, make sure you hit that follow button for every single Thursday night at 8 p.m. We'll be talking pop culture, politics, and some current events and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you hit that follow button and go join our Discord so you guys can get all the best updates. Anyways, okay, Isaiah, what was I yelling about? Yeah, so Jurassic Park 1 is the only Jurassic Park, okay? All the other ones are just based off of that one. Okay? That's why it's so great, because like they can't do anything else. You know what I mean? They can only copy what they originally did.
Do you want to hear a good comparison of another franchise that's kind of like that?
Yes, Star Wars.
Fast and the Furious starts out as this, like, you know, as one thing, and then they're just like, we just need to keep pumping these boys out, making money. It's going to be kind of based off that, and we're going to very much like take a sharp turn away from what the original thing was, but we're still going to put the name on it, and it's still going to be, you know, it's still going to be Jurassic Park, even though now we're creating these Apex. I also love Fast and Furious as much as I love Jurassic Park. Look at him choke on his words. Look at him choke on his words right there. That was good. No, dude, my favorite Fast and the Furious movie is Tokyo Drift. My favorite, I love Tokyo Drift, dude. That's one of my guilty pleasures. Like, I'll put on Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift with that guy with that flat nose, like that super flat nose where it's like there's not even a nose there, and he gets right up in his face like every single time. Have you noticed how many times they get up and he fuck each other's faces? It's incredible in that movie. Yeah. DK, man, that's what his name is. DK, dude. DK's the boss, dude. He's in the Yazuka and shit, man. That guy's a G, man. Man. Do you know? Oh, so the Mustang in that, they swap it out with like a Skyline engine in the movie.
I remember that. Yeah.
So of course, in Fast and Furious, they have to build them exactly as they kind of show them. So if they say this has a Skyline engine, they put a Skyline engine in it, but it didn't have enough power to actually push out the back end of the Mustang.
What?
It was like a 65 or 67 Mustang. So they had to put back in the original Mustang motor to actually make it drift.
So the Skyline,
this little tidbit for you.
The Skyline motor couldn't handle it.
Yeah, it's not made. It's made to push like a light little car.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not made to push like a '60s muscle car.
Right. Yeah. Interesting.
Anyways, Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
Now, as I'm sure you remember, of you being a young child, you loved dinosaurs before Jurassic Park even came out, right? And I'm not quite sure if our love of Jurassic Park at the time is just magnified by the fact that we were kids when it came out and it had fucking dinosaurs in it. Because we probably would have watched anything that has to do with dinosaurs at the time. But the fact that they used animatronic machines, they weren't using CGI, because if they would have, we would not even look at that movie these
Yes,
days. If
yes.
they use CGI at that time when it came out, it would be so horrible that we would. Every time that there's an anniversary of Jurassic Park and they put it out in the movie theaters,
Mhm.
I'll go and see it, and
Yeah.
it's just as enjoyable as when I was a kid.
Yes, and that's why they keep doing it, dude, because they
Yeah.
know.
They know. They're like, it's going to hold up. Like,
Yeah.
who cares?
It'll make us another 100 mil.
Yeah, exactly. But everything about that movie is, I think, amazing, except for the fact that they kind of brush over, I think, the main message of it, which is like pretty much don't play God. Which is like they bring it up in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of dabble in it, and then it becomes like a thriller,
Mm-hmm.
you know, for kids that parents can kind of enjoy.
John Hammond. So John Hammond, he shuts down the park, but I mean, in the sequels, they kind of go off of it to, like, you know, keep the engine going, you know. But John Hammond in the original movie, he agreed to shut the park down. Right. So, I mean, why they went on with more movies and to make more money, I mean, I don't get, you know what I mean? But it's a bummer. It's a bummer that the sequels happened, because it's like, it would have been so perfect for just being a one movie, right? And the thing about Jurassic Park is that when you watch it, it's, you are enthralled by it. I mean, the acting is so good, it's so believable that yours, like, when they're sitting around that dining table, they're eating their food, right? And they're talking about, like, kind of the politics and the lawyer stuff and all that kind of stuff. You feel like you're there sitting at that table with them, you know, because of the way that the camera's shot, the way that the acting is, you know, the mellow tone of it and everything. I just, man, it's such an encompassing movie, you know. And then the T-Rex hitting its mouth through the glass of the truck, or of the rover, you know, and the kids have got it, like, between the glass, between its face and everything, like I'm 31 years old. I've seen the movie 50 fucking times in my lifetime, right? And I'm still on the edge of my seat, just scared shitless, because of how good that action sequence is. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. It's hard to replicate that too.
And I think the kids being actual good actors pull that movie off.
Oh, it helps tremendously. Yes. Yeah.
I don't think they get enough credit of actually doing a good job of being two shitty kids.
Yeah, I want to tell you one thing about the kid actor, the boy. I can't remember what his name is.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. But you know what? He was a great actor in that. And you know what he grew up to do?
What?
Check this out. He was the main character in the show The Pacific, which also Steven Spielberg did. And
really?
So have you ever seen Band of Brothers?
Buddy, you don't have to explain to me The Pacific and Band of Brothers. Yes,
so Sledgehammer in The Pacific is that child actor all grown up.
All right, so when you say the main, because they jump between
there's three
in the Pacific.
There's three. Yeah, he's like the more shy one. So he's
the one who had a heart murmur and then couldn't go in?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
So that's the Jurassic Park kid all grown up. And he does a good job in the Pacific too.
He does an amazing job. They all do.
Man, the Pacific's so good. Oh, yes. God, that's so good.
Do you like the Pacific or Band of Brothers?
I can't. I can't.
I can't.
Oh,
I can. I can.
I can't give you. Okay, go ahead. You say first.
I feel like the Pacific is made because they kind of glossed over the mental impact of war in Band of Brothers. Band of Brothers is like an action film. Right?
Yes, right.
Every episode is action. They're trying to show you these amazing wars. I think it was kind of like a test for Saving Private Ryan type
Yeah.
thing. Like they were trying to see how far they could kind of like push it and what that they could do right.
Right.
And so, but afterwards they're like, all right, we have the Pacific. Now I think we can go over the
Hmm.
it looks like you got some squats to do.
Yeah.
That that
Yeah.
the mental anguish of being in the war at that time, they really go over that.
Squats
So
and
it's
push-ups.
it's kind of like what's your cup of tea? Do you want to go over
Hmm.
the action? Do you want to see, are you like a Call of Duty player? Are you trying to see, what
Yes.
the sergeant like run down the field, pass all the Germans, jump over the wall, or do you want to deal with
Right.
someone who's been stuck in the rain for the last 10 days watching his buddies die?
Right. Right.
Two completely different shows, I would say. Like
Yeah.
it wouldn't make sense to call it like Band of Brothers season 2. Like they
But
are two
similar
completely different
vibes
things.
though. It's kind of
Very much so.
similar vibes though, but definitely 100% different. I will actually say that I enjoyed watching the Pacific a little bit more myself.
Okay.
I liked the three different storylines. I thought that they tied well together. And the action was a little bit fewer in between, but when it did happen, it was very meaningful. Like that last invasion of Iwo Jima, and that full 2 episodes that were devoted to like the politics on Guadalcanal and the way that they kind of like moved around and everything. I'm really, really impressed with the way that the Pacific was. Now, there's super powerful moments in the Band of Brothers too, though.
Yes,
So
when they get to, what's it called, the Eagle's Nest, when they finally like get
a
up
party,
there,
and it's like
oh
a good
man.
mood. But yeah, but also on the other side too, when they went to the concentration camp, and all that kind of stuff,
Yes.
like that was really powerful shit,
Yep.
And it's hard. I would give the Pacific like a 95 out of 100, and I would give Band of Brothers like a 92 out of 100. That's what I would do.
I might flip you and drop those numbers down a little bit. I think I'd put Band of Brothers. If I had to recommend it to someone, or someone's like, hey, look, you got
Uh-huh.
one day, you got to bust out a whole season.
Yep.
Which one is it going to be? I think I would choose Band of Brothers
Yep,
over
binge it a little bit more. Yep. Okay,
Yeah,
I can respect
yeah.
that. Yeah,
Neither of them are bad, but
yeah,
they're just different.
they are different. Yeah, it's all about personal style too. I think it's about personal style, about what you enjoy. I think the Pacific's a little bit more dramatic, and I think that Band of Brothers is a little bit more combat oriented. So
Also, to argue against Band of Brothers, I feel like it's very like heroistic. Where they're
yes,
almost like they're very perfect.
yeah,
There's no
they're
like,
impenetrable.
yeah, they
Yeah.
didn't want to show them doing anything bad. While in the Pacific, you see them like fucking with the Japanese warriors way more. And
Oh
doing
yeah,
things
oh yeah.
that are definitely like something that you shouldn't be enjoying.
Here's a spoiler for you guys, okay? Like, here's a spoiler about what the U.S. troops used to do to the Japanese. Like, we were nothing nice either. Let me tell you, we used to pluck the gold teeth out of the dead Japanese soldiers' bodies and like collect them and shit. That's terrible atrocities. You know what I mean? That is a honored warrior fallen on the battlefield, and American soldiers would go up to him and pluck their gold teeth out of their head. Now, I'm not saying the Japanese didn't do bad shit too. They did bad shit too. But like, there's nothing. It's war.
Yeah.
It's war. You know what I mean?
It's
Yeah.
war. We both did it.
Yeah, it's war. Nobody was nice. Nobody was nice. I promise you that. But yeah, there was some fucked up shit that happened in that. Anyways, back to Jurassic Park. Okay, so final thoughts on Jurassic Park. Culturally significant. What do you think?
I imagine that it had to have shown everyone, kind of in the same way that Jaws did, that if you want to keep a movie timeless, if you want to have it so from 10, 15, 20 years from now, people are still going to watch it and enjoy it, and not kind of, because there's still, I would say there's movies that are from our childhood that I might look at and just be like, this looks like dog shit, and I'm
Right.
not enjoying this. And if it doesn't look good, even though I have this kind of nostalgic feeling about it, I don't want to watch this because it just doesn't look good. I'll never have that feeling about Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I think it, oh, yeah, I'll never get tired of it. And I'm trying to think of what movies might have came afterwards that might have taken like big
Like big
kind of
leaps.
picks, yeah,
Yeah.
from it, but like it's definitely you know, I can't speak culturally everyone that might have taken picks from it, but me myself, like it'll be a movie that I never forget and that I'll
Yeah.
always love and I'll still just like always think about and go back
And
to
you'll
and
still watch it once a year or once
Yeah.
every couple of years,
And I'm
at least. Yeah.
upset that you didn't tell me beforehand to give
Mhm.
me an excuse to watch it before this.
That's true. That is true. I do apologize about that. I do apologize about that.
It's okay.
I would give Jurassic Park like I've given very few tens. I've given very few tens before in my lifetime. And the thing is that I wanted to start this radio show out on the right foot, on a positive note, okay? Because from this point on, Isaiah and I are going to watch a movie, maybe not together, but we're going to watch the same movie and then discuss it. So this time didn't happen like that. We're just going off of a movie that we've seen before many times, so we know it very well. But I've never given out a 10 to a movie like that I know of. I mean, the only 10s that it's even hard for me to think of a 10. You know, Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, that's a 10.
Ooh.
You know, that's a 10. And I would say Jurassic Park is as close to a 10 as you can get. Tokyo Drift is definitely not a 10. Tokyo Drift is not a 10.
But Hobbs and Shaw, Tokyo or Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw is a 10.
That makes me just cry. Oh my god. So with that being said, with 101 Dalmatians is definitely a 10 too. Absolutely a 10. 101 Dalmatians is by far the best Disney movie out there. I mean, it's like I recently watched that, Isaiah, and I literally cried 2 or 3 times in it.
Which movie?
101 Dalmatians, the original
really?
animated ones.
Really?
Dude, oh my god, dude, it's insane. It's insane how like
Someone
well done it is.
explained it to me that are we talking live action or are we talking cartoon?
Oh, cartoon for sure.
Cartoon,
oh yeah,
okay.
yeah. The OG, yeah. The live action one. They're just trying to make money at that point, you know. All right. Anyways, the last thing that we are going to talk about tonight is our brother Logic's new album. So Logic is he's a phenomenal rapper. I would say he's definitely in the top echelon of music producing these days, at least. And he does provide a great product, and he does provide he's a great lyricist. You know, his beats are very simplistic, which I love. That I love the most about Logic is that he uses very simplistic beats. And his new album, last album of all time, No Pressure, just came out, and Isaiah and I both. Yeah, the last one ever. I don't know about that, but Isaiah and I both listened to it, and what'd you think?
Okay, so you brought up his beats being very simplistic.
Yeah.
So song 1.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let me pull up my fucking thing so I can actually call the songs by their actual name.
So I listened to it on random shuffle on my HomePod. So I don't
monster.
I know I have I have no names of the songs. And I don't even know which song correlates with which name. So
okay.
Yeah.
Man,
so
all right, from here on out, you have to listen to albums from the beginning to the end.
I know. I that's kind of a derelict thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Just because, I mean, they spend so much time on trying to make sure what song goes where just to grab you and blah. So,
of course.
But anyways, the first one is just called No Pressure Intro. And as soon as it hit, I was just like, what is this beat? This beat sounds like it like an old school rappy. Like there's nothing like new about it. It made me like stop the song halfway through and look up who the producer of the album is. And it's actually No ID. And I'm assuming if you listen to all of it all the way through, there's a bunch of like a robotic voice at the end of the songs that talk about little factoids.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
And one of them is that this is the first album that they've done together in 6 years or something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
And that it's with No ID. So I was like, all right, let's look up No ID. And I found out that No ID became popular in like 1997.
Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, okay, this makes sense. It's an old school beat producer with Logic. So it's understandable that some of these beats are going to be
Hmm.
just simplistic, because that's what beats were back then. They
Right.
weren't super crazy, except for like a couple of people that were out there that were really trying to break the mold. But I was like, okay, I get it. Um, and it kind of left room for Logic to really shine,
Yeah.
because the beat was not going to carry the song.
No.
Logic had to carry that song. The beat is just your boom boom, like that is pretty much the first song is that,
Hmm.
just over and over and over again. There's no like EDM
No.
sounds, nothing like that.
None
It's
of
very
that.
much just your basic drums. Um, and it's he does such a good job. I think like in the first song that they put in there, I was like, okay, this is the song that they're trying to get us with. I think the line was like, gangsters bring heat to your head like hairdressers. And I was just like, yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
such a good line. I love that line.
Yeah.
And that song is full of them. It's called No Pressure Intro.
Mhm.
And if you go back and listen to it, I think that might be one of the songs that he carries the hardest
Mhm.
on.
Guys,
But
I gotta be honest with you. Isaiah did more homework than me.
we're going to talk about
Yeah,
this.
we're talking
Yeah.
about this album. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. My take on it. My take on it is going to be a lot
You're
more.
like, I liked it. It
I liked
sounded
it.
good.
It sounded good. No, I got a little bit more of that. I got a little more of
Yeah,
that.
for sure, for sure.
Not much more, but a little more. Huh?
So there was that, and but then after a couple songs into the album, I kind of just was getting bored. And I felt like he was kind of following the same theme of when I was younger, I was broke, now I'm
There was
rich,
a lot
get
of
off my
past. Yeah.
dick.
Lots of
Yeah.
past. Yeah.
There was a lot of like, yeah, exactly. It was a ton of, and at first I was like, okay, maybe this is his last album. He's going to do like a full story of his life. Um, Maybe this is going to be, all right, we're starting at my past. I was broke. Now I'm coming on my way up. But then every other song seemed to be the same message. It was, when I was younger, I was broke. Get off my dick. I got money. I rock chains and jewels now, and
Yeah.
which is fine, but I expect more from Logic than that. But I do have to say, by the time I got down to the seventh song, Perfect,
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely loved it. I don't know if No ID was the one that produced that beat,
Mm-hmm.
but it is, I listened to it like 3 times today, just being like, this is so good. It's also, I think, one of the shortest songs. Yeah, it's the shortest song on the record by like a minute 40, but hands down the most enjoyable song, I think,
Yeah.
right next to No Pressure Intro.
Okay. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what do you rate the album?
Uh, how
Like,
much do
well,
you
no,
no, no, no.
dude, that's my corner. That's my corner.
Yeah.
That's how I corner you. And
Right.
and I like, after we're done talking about a movie and after we're done talking about an album, I want to know what you rate it. And you're
Right.
on record. So if
Yeah, I'm on record.
if you get big and famous, the Chinese can use it against you.
Logic is gonna see this and be like, man,
He's-
you're not invited to
He
my
is streaming.
inauguration.
He is streaming.
Yeah.
He is streaming on Twitch.
I heard. Yeah, I heard he got
Yeah.
a good big deal, which is good because he's probably a better streamer than he is
A storyteller.
no,
A storyteller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So compared, so here's the thing: if you're gonna put out your retirement album, I want this to be your end all be all. I want this to be your best thing, and I don't think it is, because I was like, okay, here, yeah. And then just so I have something in comparison, I went back and I listened to the album that he did in 2000 and um 2017, or no,
Mhm.
sorry, 2019. So last year, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. And I'll put that album in the category of high 8s and low 9s of an amazing rap album.
Right.
And just like, even if you wanted to be a shallow, well, not to bash anyone, but a shallow rap listener where all you want to do is just listen to bass and beats, Confessions of a Dark Mind is better lyrically and production wise, because he's not using No ID, he's using his in-house production guy, Six. So it's just, it's an all right album. It's in my all right category of around like 6-ish to 7-ish. There's nothing horrible about it. There's 2 good songs that I might go back to and listen to. But if I
two repeat listen songs.
yeah, exactly.
Okay,
which is a decent album. A lot of
Yeah.
people put it on an album. There's 2 good songs on there to listen to.
Right.
Good, awesome. That's not what I would want my retirement album to be.
Mhm.
But if any of you haven't listened to Logic yet and you want a better introduction into him that might be a lot more enjoyable,
Mhm.
Confessions of a Dark Mind is a Dangerous Mind is a better listen to.
I mean, I would even say Under Pressure. Under Pressure is better too,
for sure.
But I will say, what was his second album called again? I can't remember. There was a couple.
He puts out so many.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's got 6. So
Incredible True Story, is that the one you're thinking of?
yeah. So you give it a 6?
I give it, if I'm going to put a hard number on it, let's go with
let's go with like an 8. Let's go with like an 8.
No,
Yeah.
He's like a 6.75.
Oh my god. A couple things really quick. Let's see. Finally, Isaiah has more to say than Max. Thanks a lot. Isaiah's talked a lot during this. He's ran this show. I'm like being the host, and I'm kind of let Isaiah be the the communicator, I guess you could say.
Isn't that the host?
I don't know. You're the rebellious kid who sat in the back at desk at school. I sat in the middle. I was a middle sitter. I didn't sit in the
back sitter for sure.
I was kind of a middle sitter guy, I like to pay attention, but I didn't really like to participate too much,
Robson asked the question of if we've listened to UK drill or grime music. Have you actually listened to it?
I've listened to nothing of that kind. Yeah.
Post a couple UK drill grime music, something that you think is like good for someone to get introduced to, and I'll fucking listen.
Yeah,
to it.
Put it in a DM. Put it in a DM to Isaiah. Okay, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's it scared me. What do you mean UK grime? What does that even mean?
You know that UK drill, dog. That UK grime.
I don't even know what that grind is.
I don't know what that is.
I don't even know what it is. Okay, so Logic. There was I've been listening to Logic now for, I don't know, about a year. I discovered him about a year ago. He's good. The Confessions of the Dangerous Mind is my favorite album. So I thought that was like, to me, that was on a very similar level to Chance the Rapper's coloring book. So that was there were very similar aspects between those two albums for me. Chance the Rapper's coloring book is probably the best hip hop album that's come out in the last probably 5 years or so. That's what I'll say. I do like Chance the Rapper's new album too. I thought the new album was pretty good. The Big Day or whatever it was. He had some good hits on that and some good rhythms. But as for No Pressure, I didn't think it was good as Under Pressure, his first album, and I definitely don't think that it's as good as Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. I thought Confessions of the Dangerous Mind, it had like just the right amount of funk to it. I thought the music producing skills on that were top notch for Logic. I thought that was his peak right there. That was his peak in his greatness in terms of his lyrical abilities and his producing abilities. I thought that was the pinnacle, and I thought that No Pressure kind of took a little bit of a step down from that, and I feel as though he shouldn't have even released a new album and then he ended on Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. I thought that would have been the better way to go myself. Now,
for sure.
Now, with that being said, Soul Food 2 was an absolutely awesome song, okay, on the new album. I thought that was an awesome song, and there was a few really good hits. I did like the simplicity to a lot of the songs, and in a few of the songs, Logic did let me down a little bit in terms of songs. He spoke a little bit too much about money and about where he is now, and also a lot about like modern day rap culture, and that's not really what I was going for in this album. I wanted to hear more of like an authentic storytelling experience, but he kind of reverted back to the old ways of rappers of talking about money and bling and girls and all this kind of stuff, and kind of like humble bragging. There's a lot of humble bragging in it.
There were a lot of humble brags, and then also him kind of bitching that people on the internet were talking shit about him. That's the internet.
In a couple of songs, in a couple of songs,
in a couple of songs, and I'm just like, buddy, that is what Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to say that's what the internet was made for, but that is what the internet has become. Like,
It's what's used for now.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Right.
and you're a big name out there. You're not going to be able to appease everyone, especially not a rapper who
Has opinions.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, you're
Right.
not doing mainstream rap really. You might have like a song with Eminem. You might have like something else that gets played. You know, he hasn't had a lot of like radio plays. Like, you know, yeah, you're not going to appease everyone. Bigger
Right.
names are going to. And then also, nothing is better view wise. Like, let's say me and you wanted to go big.
Right.
If I spent 15 minutes just shitting on him, probably be the one thing to get the most views. So even if, you know,
it's all clickbait shit. You know,
exactly.
It's
so he has no idea if whoever was talking shit about him actually meant it, or if, you know,
what the context.
Yeah, exactly. So that one, I was going to say I was like, it's a little whiny a little bit during the album. It gets a little bit like, you guys are talking shit about me, now I got chains. And it's just like, I get it, but I want more from Logic.
Yeah, and let me tell you, Logic doesn't have as many chains as a lot of other people out there. Let me tell you, there's a lot bigger people out there with bigger chains, man. Let me tell you.
Clip it, make us famous. Clip just that out of context.
Yeah, don't clip that. Don't clip that and send that to Logic, please. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it 100%, guys. If you haven't hit that follow button yet, make sure you hit that follow button. Head over to Isaiah's channel, give him a follow too. Okay, he's an awesome guy. He does stream too. He streams a lot of Dungeons and Dragons and all that kind
That's
of
it. That's all. I stream Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep.
And sometimes my wife goes to bed early, and I stream other games, like once in a blue moon.
Yeah, and he's got yeah. No, please go for it. Yeah.
Also, I have a surprise for you, Max. Are you ready?
Oh, please.
Okay, so I told you I was going to teach you something this week, and I asked you if you have a DAC, and you said you don't know what a DAC is.
DAC,
right?
Yeah.
So it's a digital audio converter. And pretty much everything has a digital audio converter in it that plays music. So like your headphones, they're wireless, right?
Right.
So they receive a signal, and then they have to convert that digital signal into audio. And depending on what you kind of use as your DAC, the music kind of opens up and it sounds better.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on board.
Okay. For the next album that we listen to, if you're available this weekend, I would like to drop off my DAC, my amp, and my headphones at your place so that you can see what the difference is between using like a wireless headphones and using like a higher end audiophile thing, and seeing if you can tell the difference and if you enjoy it more.
Yeah, okay, I'm open to that. So you're saying to not use the HomePod to listen to our featured album?
No, I'm saying I want you to see if you could tell the difference, because I bought into it. I have it. I want to see if you can tell the difference between it.
Yeah. I'm kind of a headphones aficionado. I kind of know. I know sound a little bit. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you're using wireless headphones. It's fine. You're using razors. It's all right.
Razors okay.
They're okay.
They have haptics. You know, I can feel the footsteps in my ear. I can't just hear them, but I can also feel them.
That was a thing too that I was going to bring up. So since it kind of turns the headphones into a the way that most people would describe is like it opens up your sound stage, so you could definitely hear directionally a lot better. And I would love to see how you do in a first person shooter using them.
Right.
Yes.
So what do? You plug the converter into the thing and then you plug it into the computer? Is that what it is? Is it like it's like it's like a middleman, right? Kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a little box that you
like a compressor. It compresses it and like rearranges it and shit.
Exactly. So most things that
hey, I'm pretty fucking smart too.
You got it, bud. Yeah. I was trying to think of a way to explain it to you. You got it.
Nailed it, baby. That's what I'm talking about. You guys see that shit? Fucking nailed it, baby.
And then one of these weeks, I'm
gonna
set you up with a XLR microphone and see if we can tell the difference on stream with that.
So but what about my microphone that I have now?
What? You're just going to put it away for like 2 days, and then you're going to test this, and then I'm going to come back and pick it up. They're not yours forever.
So wait, you're
I'm just
gonna
letting you borrow it.
So wait, you're gonna set me up with a whole new microphone, a whole new headset, an amp, and a digital audio converter. And so I'm gonna have this all different shit that I'm gonna use, and I'm gonna try and tell the difference.
Yeah, for like a day or two.
His mic sounds 1,000% better, bro. Oh my god, I'm getting flexed on right now, real bad. Isaiah's mic does sound really good. It's true. It's actually true.
I mean, so the reason I want to do this is most people don't know the difference between them, and I want to see if I just throw them at you, if we can tell the difference stream wise.
So are we gonna switch? You're gonna take this one, and then you can use this one, and I'll use that one.
No, I got backups, man. I don't need. I don't need anything. I'm good.
Backups.
Yeah, for sure. I was doing this voice acting thing for a little bit, so I have all this stuff fucking I got backups. So
you would be a great voice actor, dude. You should apply as an English dub anime voice actor for Funimation.
How many deep voiced anime characters? I mean, there's not many. It's a pretty small thing for anime, I would say.
I would say so. Even on the English actors, they're pretty high pitched.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I mean, you could be a villain, like more of a villain.
True.
Yeah. But you also don't want to be known as a villain, though. Right?
Oh, I'm okay with being a villain.
Remember, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, once you become the villain, you're like a dead actor. Remember that?
Yeah, but that was kind of, man. I was like, yeah, that might have been in like the 60s, but now I'm trying to think of who becomes a villain and then actually got like
no good parts after that.
Yeah.
Right.
Unless you're just gonna play a villain forever, you know.
Yeah. Who plays? Yeah. Okay, before we go, who plays the most villains that you can think of, movie wise?
I don't. He's older, white, and bald. Let me look him up. He was in
like every other villain ever.
History of Violence.
History of Violence. Okay.
I think he had a glass eye in that one.
I also feel like Javier Bardem plays a lot of villains. You know, he played the villain in Bond. He played the villain in No Country for Old Men. Gary Oldman's played a few villains. The best villain that Gary Oldman ever played was in The Fifth Element. Oh my god, when he played that fucking crazy fuck with that like gun that shoots 8 different things.
Oh man, that's such a big link. His name is Ed Harris. I feel like Ed Harris.
Oh, Ed Harris, yeah. He's in The Rock, dude. He plays the rogue. He plays the rogue general in The Rock, man. The Rock was one of the best movies of all time.
Snowpiercer. He's the bad guy in Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer's a good movie too.
I don't know if there's a bad guy in Apollo 13, but I'm assuming he's he's.
No, he played Gene Kranz in Apollo 13, the hero of the movie.
Oh.
Yeah, and then he plays the hero in The Abyss too. Look at that list right there too. The Abyss. That's in 1988. That's a great movie too, and he plays the hero in that one too. But The Rock, I'll be honest with you, The Rock is the only good Michael Bay movie ever made. Michael Bay did one good movie, and that's The Rock. Okay,
I can't think of any other ones. Good movie or enjoyable movie?
I would say quality movie is The Rock. Okay. A good movie an enjoyable movie that he made was Armageddon. That was very enjoyable to watch.
Yes. Yep.
Very, very patriotic and enjoyable.
I wouldn't look. The man might not make Oscar-winning movies, but the man makes fucking popcorn movies.
He does make popcorn movies. Yep.
Millions every time.
Every time.
No one is going to be able to fucking deny that.
Yeah, that's true.
He's right up there with Nicolas Cage. Like,
oh yeah,
like you know.
We're gonna leave this on one more small movie discussion. Isaiah, do you know what my favorite movie is of all time? Oh damn, son! Let's go. My favorite guys. My favorite movie of all time. Oh my gosh!
Give me a year.
Sci-fi. 90s sci-fi.
Ooh, 90s sci-fi. Mm-hmm. Like deep space kind of sci-fi, or like on the planet sci-fi.
A little more worry. A little more worry than deep space.
Is Tom Cruise in it?
Tom Cruise is not in it. In fact, the main character, his fame only came from this movie. The main character, that is. It had a lot of very famous supporting characters, but the main character, only one movie.
With wars on Earth sci-fi.
Yep. No, yeah, definitely not on Earth.
It's not on Earth.
I mean, it had a little bit to do with Earth. I mean, they were on Earth for a minute, but They left Earth. They left Earth and they went. Can anybody out there in chat guess? Come on, I'm giving so many clues here. 90s sci-fi, a little bit of Earth. You know, they left. The main character was only in this movie this was his only movie that he ever did.
This is the only movie he ever did.
The only big movie that he ever did.
Starship Troopers.
Yes! Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm blown away.
That what okay. Cause when I asked like is it deep spacey, I meant more like okay. Nope.
That was the best thing I heard all day right there.
Also first shower scene I ever saw in a movie that I didn't have to close my eyes from.
Me too. That shower scene was legit. Now, unfortunately, without being too crude, we didn't get to see what we wanted in the shower scene.
We didn't?
No, we didn't. We did get to see it in Wild Things, though.
I don't know what
Wild Things the movie. You know Wild Things the movie?
Nope.
Okay. All right. It's okay. It's all right. All right. We're gonna you know. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. But
what are you eating?
I had a grape.
Oh, you
had
literally
a grape.
You ran and got one grape?
I got up and yelled because I was excited, but I ran all the way over. I ran all the way over to the kitchen because I was so excited, and then I was already over there and I got grapes.
Do you live in an apartment?
No, I live in a loft.
Yeah, but it's tiny, right? It's like a studio.
Oh, it's a studio. It's a studio. It's definitely not a small studio though.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a big. It's definitely on the bigger scope of studios.
Got you.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But
we saw you turn your camera a little bit ago, and I was like, is he? Is he in one of the new apartments? This is.
It is a brand new building. It is a brand new building for sure. But it's one of those modern ones with like, you know, everything's solar powered, everything's all environmentally conscious, and you know, I don't know. Yeah. It's I mean, like, you know, there's 8 million people that live in this building. You know what I mean? How environmentally conscious can this building be? You know what I mean? Yeah, you're going to be taking hour-long shower. 800 people are going to take hour-long showers. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know. Anyways, Starship Troopers is my favorite movie of all time.
That's right. You know, that movie might break everything I said about Jurassic Park earlier about not using CGI, using puppets, movies that I don't want to go back to and watch because it'll look ugly. I'll watch Starship Troopers out of nostalgia any day of the week with my friends. Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. Starship. I mean, it's like, it is the one exemption for cheesy CGI from the 90s. It is the one exemption because there was so much money that was put into that movie that like, it was, I mean, it doesn't hold up today, but almost, you know.
Maybe. I mean, Gary Busey's son playing an electric neon green violin. Come on, you can't buy that anymore.
I 100% agree. I 100% agree. Okay, Leon, have a good night tonight, man. Thank you so much for popping in, dude. I do appreciate that 100%. Lolly Raptor, thank you so much for being here. Robson67, man, thank you guys so much for joining us all the way until the end. I do appreciate that 100%. Make sure you guys head over and give Isaiah a follow if you haven't followed Isaiah. Yeah, he's a great guy, and he has lots to say. He's got a great head on his shoulders, and I'm really, really proud to call him my friend. So thank you, Isaiah, for being part of our inaugural show. And the format will be, I actually don't know if the format's going to be too different next time. For me, it will be on Isaiah's end because he'll be streaming as well. But it'll probably be the same overall for me, I think. I'm not 100%
more organized. We'll know what we're saying and what order. Also, we might be taking callers. People to hop into the Discord to talk to us about things. Yes,
we will be taking callers, and then we will also be kind of doing the same thing with, like, for the first hour we'll talk about more serious stuff, and then we'll end the second hour on a little bit more positive notes. You know, I like that, you know?
Yeah. Jurassic Park, Starship Troopers.
Jurassic Park, Starship Troopers, and Logic's new, you know, a smidgely above mediocre album. And and that's a little bit less heavy than huge explosions and Donald Trump interviews and stuff like that. For sure. All right. Anyways, Isaiah, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to go on a little bit of a break here, and then I'm actually going to probably keep streaming for about maybe another hour or so, and we will see how that goes. I'll probably stay and talk chat for a little while. You going to bed?
Hell yeah, I'm going to bed, man. I gotta wake up in the morning and put in refrigerator.
Oh no, dude, that's rough. Well,
we gotta do it.
Gotta do it to make that dough, man. Anyways, I'm glad that you're healthy and safe. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and I can't wait till next Thursday. Let me know this week. Okay, this week, this is going to be a new tradition from now on. This is the last thing before we go. Isaiah, are you going to pick the movie or are you going to pick the album? Because we cannot, one of us picks one and the other picks the other. Okay.
All right.
So, we don't have to say it here on stream.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Does it have to be an album that recently came out, or can it be an album? That
any album or any movie? Yeah. Any album or any movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I will pick. Do you? But the question is that this week, do you want to pick the album or do you want to pick the movie?
I will pick the movie this week.
Okay.
Only because, I'm hoping that Kanye West will drop an album at some point soon.
So you're holding out a week for that, right?
Yes,
okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. Let's make that happen. So I will pick the album, and Isaiah will. Oh my God, you have no idea, man! I'm so excited about that.
Good.
Okay. So and then guys, we'll have those details for you on Discord and on a future stream for all of you guys to get ready for.
Do you want to set up a channel so people who want to be part of the calls can try and sign up, and we can?
I would love that. I will have one of my Discord admins set that up.
Have your people,
I will absolutely have my people handle this 100%.
Awesome.
Guys, one last shout out, guys. If you haven't followed Isaiah yet, make sure you head over and follow Isaiah. On top of that, guys, if you haven't followed this stream yet, make sure you hit that follow button, and make sure to everybody out there who's watching that hasn't followed us on all of our social media platforms, make sure you head over and do that as well. We did just put out a brand spanking new YouTube video. So make sure you head over and watch the YouTube video and make that happen, okay? And let us know about it. Isaiah, I'm going on a break.
Go on a break, bud.
Okay, I will see you sooner than these guys will, but we will all see you next Thursday at 8 p.m.
Hell yeah. And Ropeson, I'll be listening to some UK drill grime all week and trying to see how I feel about it.
And I will not. So
yeah,
Isaiah,
he won't.
Isaiah will let you know how the UK grime goes. I will not, but Robson, I still love you dearly. And yes, I gave Lord of the Rings a 10 out of 10. No doubts. Okay, I'll be back in a little while. Bye-bye, guys. All right.
Oh, good job, bud.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh, can they hear us through Twitch still?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, I had a good time, man. Thank you so much. I'll give you a ring. I'll give you a ring here on Discord in a day or two.
All right, man. Sounds good. Yeah, let me know when you want to try and borrow some of this equipment so you can try it out, and we'll see.
Okay, sounds good. We'll do that.
All right, and then also I might have a lens for you to try out if you want.
Okay, let me know.
If you want it. All right, sounds good, man. Have a good one.
Okay, bye. All right, guys, we are back and better than ever. Here we go. Welcome back to the stream. Oh, need to get rid of that. The Isaiah cam needs to go. There we go. Guys, welcome back to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it 100%. Hope everybody out there is having an absolutely lovely night tonight. Hope everybody out there is looking fresh, feeling fresh. Guys, we just had an absolutely wonderful inaugural podcast show. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I cannot wait till it's uploaded and everybody can listen to it when they have time to, that's for sure. So guys, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it 100%. Thank you so much for the support tonight too. Holy crap, guys. But yeah, that was really, really fun. Thank you so much to Isaiah for being part of that. That was so awesome. Sorry, I'm going to sleep. I have to work in a few hours. Okay, Ellen Bonnie, have a good night tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Ellen, one thing before you go, did you like the show? Did you enjoy it? Was it fun? I thought it was pretty fun. Every Thursday night, we're gonna do that. I thought it was super cool, honestly. Buenos noches. Buenos noches. Thank you so much for being here, Ellen Bonnie. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support. That's awesome. But yeah, guys, every Thursday night at 8 p.m. we're gonna be doing that. And he's such a good dude. He really is. He's a good dude, and I'm right above you, Max. Bro, you made me look, and there wasn't anybody there. Oh, in Discord. What? Oh no. I see him in there. Yes, very entertaining. Good, I'm glad. I've been lurking and it was good, dude. Hey, Lithia, thank you so much for that. Yeah, I actually had a really, really awesome time. I did. I thought it was super cool. On your server, I could make a room call happen. Yeah, dude, Apex Hydra. Yeah, let's talk about it on Discord. That's definitely a good place to talk about it. We'll make it happen, buddy. I enjoyed watching it. Yeah, it's like, this is like Chaotic. This is where that's an opportunity for us to be able to, like, you know, talk about, like, you know, real issues, and like, you guys can get to know me a little bit more. You can get to know the stream a little bit more. You can get to know, like, Isaiah a little bit more, because he's gonna be a frequent guest. He's gonna be a frequent guest on the show, so you can look forward to, you know, getting to know a lot more about me and a lot more about him and all of us and our community and stuff like that. So and then I get to see feedback from you, even though I don't get to respond to all of it. I see everything that you guys are saying. And it makes me really, really happy that you guys can participate and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Max, can I be honest with you about the whole podcast thing? Dude, go for it, man. Please. Hey, we're all friends here. We're all friends here. You know, Robson, talk to me, baby. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts, man. I want to know what you think, man. Honestly. Ellen Bonnie, thank you so much for being here as well. Lithia, I hope you come back. I really do. You're welcome in my stream anytime. Welcome in my stream anytime, no matter what. Thank you so much, Lithia, for the support and for the love. I appreciate it. Lolly Raptor, I hope you're having a good night tonight. Thank you so much for popping into the stream and moderating and being here for me. Lolly Raptor, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for all the social outreach and all that kind of stuff. So thank you so much. I just released a video on my YouTube channel. Well, Rocket, post it in the Discord, and I will go check it out. Post it in the media section of the Discord, Rocket, and I will go check it out, brother. I got you. To everybody out there, guys, I just want to say thank you so very much. Your partner in crime was perfect. That's what I'm saying, man. Tonight, we're going to watch the very last, or I should say the very newest, to finish the stream off tonight. We are going to, we're going to watch the new episode of Food Ranger. We're going to finish this episode off by watching the brand spanking new episode of the Food Ranger. So make sure you guys stick around for that, because it's literally one of the funniest shows on the planet. So guys, we're going to be watching the Food Ranger here in just a couple of minutes, and we'll definitely get a kick out of that. It's a good way to end the stream. You know what I mean? It's a great way to end the stream. So yeah, with that being said, let's pull up the newest episode of Food Ranger, and Let's get down. You guys want to get down on it? I kind of want to get down on it. New episode of Food Ranger tonight. Oh my god. Yeah, there is. Oh my gosh. This one looks pretty good. $500 street noodles in Malaysia? What? Holy shit. Max, did you see Miami Ink? Yes, I've seen Miami Ink before. I have. I've seen all the Ink shows actually. I've seen LA Ink, I've seen Miami Ink, I've seen several of them. Yeah, I love that show. I hope I don't have to kill you on Saturday. No. Wait. So Lythia, listen really quick before you go. So you're with me? You're with me on this new stream, right? Or on this game show, right? Because I thought about it, and I was like, okay, who came in the other day and who's actually with me on this game show in the morning? Lythia, I want to tell you something too. Check this out. He posted the promotional image of it on Twitter this morning, right? And it said 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I think I have to be there. I think I have to be there at 9 a.m. on Saturday. I thought it was 12 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah, I am the only girl. Oh no, Lythia. Oh no. Well, you know what? You're probably stronger. You're probably stronger than all of us anyways. So you know what? You're just going to go in there and kick some ass. Okay? So, Lythia, yeah, you made a good connection here. I'm definitely going to root for you, okay? I'm definitely going to root for you. I mean, I want to win. But I mean, you know, I'll definitely have a soft spot for you while we're playing. Okay, I got you. No worries. Nope. All right. Nope. Not gonna happen. All right. Not gonna happen. Nope. We suffer. Yeah. So 9 a.m. Yeah. So I have to be up for mic check and video quality assurance at like 8:30. And then I gotta play some, and then I gotta make some coffee, and I gotta be on stream. I gotta be ready to go at 8:30. Not even get up out of bed at 8:30. I gotta be ready to go at 8:30. Like, I'm worried. You know what I mean? I gotta set like alarms and shit. You know what I mean? Because I thought I could just naturally wake up at like 10, you know, and like ease into the day kind of thing. But oh no, I have to like be up with like alarms and shit to be on this game show. Lythia, I'm legitimately worried about my ability to get up. You know what I mean? Like, that's just being real. Coffee injections, yeah. So basically, I think it's an amazing idea. I love getting different perspectives on things, and so it's a perfect occasion to do that. It adds a bit more of a personal touch to the stream, yes, and because we kind of get to know you better. So in general, I'm very happy about it. That's my opinion. Dude, Robson, thank you so much for that. I really, really appreciate that. I really do. Thank you so much for that opinion, dude. And I 100% agree with you. Skleegs, I just finished work. I'm going to bed. Okay, Skleegs, you have a good night tonight. Thank you so much for popping into the stream. Thank you so much for being here and participating in the show. I really, really do appreciate that. Thank you. Do a double chair spin, legit. Okay. All right. I'm going to do a double chair spin, and then we're going to watch the new episode of Food Ranger. Lythia, Lolly Raptor, Legit Gaming. Hi, Mom, Bruiser Travis, and Apex Hydra, dude. I hope you guys all stick around for the new episode of Food Ranger. It's super funny. You're going to love it. And he does eat some pretty good food. That's for sure. All right. Double chair spin. Here we go. You ready? All right. There we go. There you go, Legit Gaming. You got your double chair spin, okay? Do you want another one in the good light? Huh? You want another one in the good light? Here, watch this. Okay, here we go. I know you want another one in the good light, right? And look at these cans, you guys. Look at these. Look at the cans are just stacked up in there. Oh my god, dude, I'm dying. Like. It's so funny that you guys can only see like this area and it's like all clean and shit. You know what I mean? But like in front of the monitor is like cans and cans of soda water. It's so stupid. My mom's name is Renee. I am the smallest streamer going on to. It's weird because y'all have so many followers and views, and I'm just chilling. That's okay. Lythia, you're gonna get there. You're gonna get there. I promise. You know what I mean? You're gonna get there. All right. So here's the chair spin in the party. Okay. This one's for you, Legit Gaming. Okay. Woo! Double chair spin. Double chair spin on the poppin' cam, man. Valorant is Max's favorite game. Josh, Valorant is uninstalled from my computer. Valorant is not my favorite game, nor will it ever be even my close to my favorite game. Valorant is an absolute piece of trash. Let me tell you, it is an absolute piece of trash. And nothing will ever change my mind. Okay. Anyways, let's get cracking on the Food Ranger. Okay, we're gonna head over to in-game mode here. I'm gonna make sure that it's up and ready to rumble. I get dizzy watching that. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah. How do you think I feel? It makes me dizzy. This is like a oh my god! Oh my god! It looks so good. Let me see.
The mackerel.
The mackerel. Okay, here we go, you guys. You ready for this? I'm ready for this. Oh my gosh. We're gonna switch over to in-game here. All right, so here we go. Look at this pile of shit. Was gonna give you a follow, but apparently I already follow you. What? Are you serious? Oh my gosh, yeah. If you haven't, like Lythea's gonna be, she's gonna be one of my competitors. She's gonna be one of my competitors here pretty soon. So you guys better watch out. You know, she's gonna kick some ass on Saturday morning. She better wake up on the right side of the bed too and get that win. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I'm trying to get a GPU so I can stream too. Yes, you do need a GPU. You absolutely need a GPU to stream. If you're gonna stream video games, you need a GPU. But if you're only gonna stream just chatting, I don't think you need one. So I mean, that's a bit of good news. Max, is there a link I can check out the game show? It's under, yes. So Apex Hydra, I will send it to you in the Discord. I'm going to post all of the details about the game show. Either, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday? Yeah, I have to do it tomorrow. So I'll do it tomorrow and I'll let you guys know all on Discord. So, and guys, if you haven't joined our Discord yet, make sure you head over to our Discord. It's honestly a great community where you can meet people and like talk to people and all this kind of stuff. And if you guys haven't checked out our new YouTube video that we put up, make sure you head over and check out the new YouTube video as well. I don't know why.
Gracias, senora.
Hey, what's going on over here? Fearless Matt, dude. How we doing today? Mr. Fearless Matt, the best Call of Duty player on this side of the planet, man. Oh my goodness gracious, Fearless Matt. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for popping in with that raid, man. I hope you're having a good night tonight, brother. I really, really do. Did you get some Call of Duty in? Are you gonna watch the Food Ranger with us, dude? We're ready to gear up on some Food Ranger, man. Let's go, baby. But yeah, we're gonna be watching the new episode of Food Ranger, and then we will be ending the stream after that. So guys, if you haven't hit that follow button, make sure you hit that follow button and join the Discord and head over and follow us on YouTube. Yeah, guys, we just got done with our podcast, man. Oh my gosh. Eating dinner right now and hanging, dude. Nice, man. Well, dude, no better place to chill. Crack Baby Jesus, man. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're having a good night tonight, man. Mr. Crack Baby Jesus 69, the best name on Twitch, honestly. That is the best name. It's late here on the East Coast. Great content as always. Catch you later. Oh my God, Chaotic, man. I love you, brother. Thank you so much for popping into the stream, man. I do appreciate it 100%. Yeah, we are going to watch the newest episode of Food Ranger to seal up the last bit of this stream. But we had a brand spanking new talk show that we just ended. It was 2 hours long. We talked about pop culture, a little bit about politics, current events, a new album, and a new movie. So we had an awesome time. Thank you everybody for sticking around for that. That was so awesome.
I think I'll have
Apex Hydra with a gifted sub to Crack Baby Jesus, man. Holy crap, man. That is super awesome of you, man. Thank you so much for supporting my community like that, man. Crack Baby Jesus deserves it. He's a funny guy. He's got a great name too. He really does have a name. Crack Baby Jesus, man. It's so good. Thank you so much for the gifted sub, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for all these months continuing to support my channel, dude. It really does mean the world to me, Apex, man. Keep up the good work, buddy. All right, guys, we are gonna get cracking here. Let's watch this new episode, huh? Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's get hyped.
And the chili.
Wow. And the chili.
Yes, and the laksa leaf. And the laksa leaf. All right, check it out, guys. There's Trevor James.
All right, check it out.
Our buddy Mark from Simply
What's
and
up?
Mac.
Look at Mark. Oh my God. Wait. Okay, this is the only time I'm gonna pause it. Okay.
The laksa leaf. Check it out, guys.
Look at this guy right here, bro. Look at how much of a legend he is. This guy right here, he knows the ins and outs of the food world. Look at this. Look at that smile right there. I mean, that smile does not get any better than that. He's got a nice gut. He's got a nice gut on him right here. He's wearing some cargo shorts, man. His hair is a mess, you know. He's got this smile going on here, you know what I mean? And then this fucking moron over here is just going to town, you know what I mean? This guy doesn't, it's all about this guy right here. The cargo shorts, the gut hanging out right here, and this smile right here. This guy knows his shit. Let's go.
Guys, it's Trevor James. We're with our buddy Mark from Simply
What's
Enac.
up?
You guys can follow his
What's
Instagram
up?
in the description below. And today we are deep
Bro, his
in the
hair looking like
town
100,000
of
volts.
Penang, Malaysia, right in the beautiful.
They do shop at the same
rice
clothing
fields.
store because they're
We
both
are going
morons.
Full on for a Malaysian street food tour of Penang.
So Trevor, I hope you're hungry because we got a lot of food to work through.
Check it out, guys.
Wait, so
This is it.
$500
Penang, Malaysia,
street noodles?
one of the most famous food cities in the whole world, with a blend of Malay, Chinese, and Indian Malaysian
Oh,
street
man, this
food
is
to be
making me
found on
hungry.
every corner.
Where's the food?
And
All I
today,
have is grapes.
our friend Mark from Simply Enac is bringing us for 3 incredible street foods you're definitely gonna want to see,
He's only
including
doing
a
3?
surprise $500 street noodle that blew us both away. Let's eat.
Let's
First up,
eat.
nasi kandar, the ultimate flooded rice and curry delight.
Mark is bringing us
Oh,
to the
no.
ultimate place for nasi kandar, mixed sloppy rice curry.
The
plate
ultimate
with
place, he
all
says,
the
you guys.
accompaniments you can dream of right here at Hamidiyah.
1907, this is the first nasi kandar stall in Penang. So we're gonna
Wow.
try the nasi kandar and
Oh, damn,
the
look at that
murtabak.
line,
Really?
dude.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
Okay.
Let's get in line.
Let's do it.
Get
Big
your
line.
mask on.
Oh, and here we are, guys. Just stepped in, and this is the murtabak station. Oh, so he's just made a container here of onions, chicken, beef.
egg.
Oh, and he's adding in telur. Onion telur. And it goes right
Look
on
at
the
his
grill.
face.
Yes,
He doesn't
sir.
have
Right on
anything to do with it.
Oh my.
Damn.
And that's the first layer
Oh,
of
and
the
then the
roti.
roti.
Yeah. And
Look
then
at that.
sandwich.
Double layer.
Yeah.
It smells
double
amazing,
layer.
doesn't
It's
it?
really good.
Nampak
Yeah,
sedap.
boss.
Terima kasih, boss. Look at that beauty.
What?
Is that old laptop still trying to boot up? It's switching time.
Is that old laptop
Beautiful.
still trying to boot up?
Murtabak. He's just
Portioning it
yeah,
up.
portioning it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the flip. Look at that. Expert
Boom.
skills. Boom. Oh,
It's
and
not
here's the
about
final
being
step,
better,
the
it's
roti.
about being
Yeah.
funny.
Nice. So he's
Nice.
gonna take it and wrap it in
Right.
roti.
And then fry it
And then
further.
fry it again. And you've been here 18 years.
Yeah.
18 years making this delicious looking murtabak. Wow.
There we go.
Oh, and cheese. You can get it
Bro,
with
I
cheese.
want that in my
Oh,
life.
Oh, you can add it
no.
on top. Look at that.
Both sides.
Both sides cheese.
Both
Oh, and here comes the
sides.
ghee. Ghee! Oh, no way! It smells like that pancake that you load with butter.
Oh.
I know,
Oh, there's
Robson,
the cheese.
exactly.
Look at that cheesiness. So that is just the beginning, the murtabak, and then in here is the curry,
The
right?
curries and the rice. Yeah.
Terima kasih.
Oh,
Thank you,
look
boss.
at
Thank you, boss.
that.
Here we are, the curry
Wow.
station.
Yeah. So we're gonna select what we wanna eat.
Bro, that is
Let's take a
not
look.
social
Yeah.
distancing.
Wow,
That's not
there's
6
the
feet.
Squid. Look at that. Oh my goodness, and there's so much curry here. Whoa,
Oh my
look at
God.
that. Oh, and look at this.
So
What do we
these
got
are-
here?
These are all deep fried, huge prawns.
Whoa.
And you got flour.
Those are
crab.
big prawns, I will
Flour
say.
crab.
Yeah.
Those are big
They're
prawns.
also fried.
Yeah, these are deep fried flour
Deep fried.
crab.
I gotta get food. I gotta
And you
order
can
up
just get your
Uber.
rice,
I'm starving.
With fried chicken and all
curry.
mixed curry. Look
Oh,
at
there
that.
you go.
That's the good
Wow.
stuff.
It's what you call
looks like a
kuah
stomach ache
campur.
waiting to
Some
happen.
mixture of all the curry together.
That's what we need.
Yeah, and we want the lobster.
Oh, lobster.
Yeah.
Look at the size.
Holy crap.
No way. It's very
100
big.
rounds of shit
Wow.
your pants.
Here it
Yeah.
starts. Mix up.
That is what it is.
Kuah campur, bang. Basah.
Yeah. Here we go.
Flood it.
They
flood
wouldn't have
it.
a show, Robson.
This is it, guys. Oh, flooded. Absolute flooded curry.
Flooded. It's
Vegetable.
flooded.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh, we got the okra.
And then what else should we get, buddy?
So
Dude, okra's actually
this
pretty
is
good.
yours. Load up on the lobster.
Let's get lobster, yeah.
Satu on top. No, on top.
On top.
Yeah. So
Let's
lobster,
get that lobster
on
on
top.
top, yeah.
Oh my god.
Whoa! Look at that.
Whoa.
It's giant with the gravy.
I saw a rice field.
That's insane.
And then you want a
Just
crab
dangling
on it.
off the
Sure,
plate.
and a crab.
Yeah, ketam. On top.
Yeah.
juga.
A crab?
And a crab on top too.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, look
Even
at this size.
even the guy there is like, bro,
Okay,
this is too
okay.
much.
Maybe more gravy.
Gravy.
More gravy.
Oh, and yeah, we're gonna get a finishing touch of gravy.
Oh no.
Look at that. It's insane.
Bro, that
right.
is
Thank
not
you,
gonna
boss.
go well on his stomach. It's
Oh,
not gonna
even
go
more.
well.
Okay.
What are you gonna get, buddy?
I'm gonna get one
What is
lamb
that?
shank.
Is that a lamb shake?
Look at that.
Look at the size of that.
And sotong satu bos. Besar.
You're gonna get 2 crabs?
Sotong yang
Zoza,
ikan
2
ni,
crabs?
yang Sotong goreng.
Incredible. The mixture of curry.
It does look fucked.
Yeah. For some reason, it all works together.
It does, doesn't it?
Sotong, yeah, on top.
Wait, what is that thing?
Oh,
Oh, it's a squid. What? Where did they get that at?
No vegetable. Yeah, that's it.
No vegetables.
oh,
Oh,
and what's this? Oh, onion chicken. Look at all that chicken. Fried onion chicken.
Bro, I need that onion chicken in my life.
this is.
You got a giant
I
squid.
got a giant squid. You got a giant lobster.
Wow. And we're just gonna walk through these beautiful alleys of
Whoa.
Penang to their shop where you
Yep.
can sit in the AC.
So here we go.
That is like next.
Look at, oh my god, bro. Get me out of here.
Nasi kandar. And there it is, guys.
Rip
This is
Squidward, rest in
insane.
peace. Next
Do
to
not know where
Nana.
to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why was that so
Believe it.
funny,
You can't even see the
Robson?
rice.
It's gone.
It's gone. It's just buried.
Dragon Ball
It's
food,
covered in
total
that mixed
Dragon Ball
curry.
food.
And
How they
this
just
is a
like
truly
stuff it in their
Malaysian-
face, you know?
Oh, specialty. Look at the tail. It's just soaked in curry. Curry lobster. Whoa.
How much is this? How much money is
And
this
then we got-
meal?
this is a flour crab, right?
Flour crab. Yeah, that's right. Deep fried
Deep
flour
fried.
crab.
Oh my goodness. There's a little rice.
Rice. And here we have
Oh
a
my
giant
god.
squid in deep
Look at
fried,
that pile
really
of
big.
shit.
And inside,
That
you
is
probably
not
see the roll.
appetizing, guys.
It's so
Look at
big
that.
The roll
Yeah.
is just
just
bulging
in
out.
there. And here you have a huge
Oh, look at that caveman.
lamb shank.
I want to know how much that money, how much money this is.
Oh,
2 breakfast, 2
juicy.
lunch, and 3 dinner. And
Oh,
I'm
look at
still
this.
skinny.
Look at all that lobster flesh. And there it is, man. I think
That
I'm just
looks
gonna
pretty
cover
good.
it in the gravy.
Bro,
of
I am
the
starving
curry.
now,
and like
dude.
you said, the mixing of the curry.
Curry works wonders.
My
works,
mouth,
right?
It's a
you guys,
blend
my
of all
mouth
different
right now
curries
is a
from
waterfall.
mutton to
It's a
seafood to
waterfall
chicken,
right
but
now.
It all works together.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh no, bro.
Mmm. Oh.
Mm.
Oh wow. Wow. That is a true combo of curry. There's actually, you can taste the sweetness from the onion.
Yeah.
And the aroma from the tomato. And then the lobster. Perfectly springy.
Bro,
and
I am
muscular.
so hungry right now. It's making me sick.
Really good, very flavorful.
I gotta get on Uber.
And
I
the
gotta get on
meat
Uber.
is tender
I'm getting on
enough,
Uber.
And the curry flavor, you can taste the curry leaf.
100 rounds of shit your pants
It
after.
looks like there's a lot of fatty flavor in there.
Oh yeah.
And this is the flour crab, right?
Yes, this is the flour crab. Yeah, it's way sweeter than a mud crab.
Really?
Yes, it's way sweeter. Yeah.
Oh, oh.
Oh,
look at the
baby,
meat
baby,
there.
give me
I
that,
think
give
we
me
should
that.
Just cover it
I
in a
want
little curry.
Yeah, I'm
There we
gonna
go.
dip mine.
It's the sweet and spicy curry from the onions.
Look at him balance that. He's a pro at this now.
Try it out.
Oh yeah. So
Look at that big-
this sotong.
Whoa.
I can't even hold it because it's quite heavy.
And it's fried.
It's
fried.
quite
Smell it,
heavy.
man.
And
Smells
this
good.
this size is after it's fried. Imagine before it's fried.
Yeah.
So
Chris,
yeah,
good to see you,
I
buddy.
do not know how to eat this. I'm just gonna straight go from behind maybe.
I love how Malaysia has so much seafood.
Yeah, exactly. From crab to lobsters to sotong. I'm gonna work this from behind.
Yeah, let me see this.
Oh, it's a juicy one. And I'm gonna take a tentacle there.
Wow.
Looks good, man.
Wow, this is good.
Oh yeah.
It's tender.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And the batter.
The batter.
It's flavorful.
You gotta fry it.
Wow,
Yeah.
look at how
There's just so much
insane this
flavor in that
meal is, you
curry.
guys.
Look how thick it is, man. The chicken and the mutton, and I
How
love
do
how they
you
just
eat all of
slop it
it?
all together. It works.
And the beautiful thing, it comes as
My favorite part is the same shitty music. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
and the murtabak.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, boss. Hamidiya
you.
murtabak.
Oh, shit, they
Thank
brought
you.
that thing now?
Oh, look at the sticky goodness.
Oh, my God. Give me that right now.
Cheese, onions,
Wow.
egg. You get a bit of chicken.
I'm getting excited
all
over
in
here,
there.
guys.
All
I'm
in there.
With tons of ghee.
Yeah. So this is a mixture of chicken curry. It's the same curry that they flood our rice with just
the
now.
mixture.
Oh,
So this
man,
is like,
I
you
am
gotta do the
dying over
baptism
here.
of the
Oh,
curry.
the baptism.
Yeah.
Don't know, man. I say the tentacles should stay in hentai, not food.
Oh, the onion.
That will give you the freshness.
Yeah.
So it'll be a contrast of the rich flavor
Yeah.
and the freshness of the onion. Pickled onion.
Beautiful.
And here we have a thing on Monday and Wednesday. All restaurants and most of the time at 50% off your food prices due to
Thank you,
Corona.
boss.
God damn, dude.
There, Makassi.
Bye.
Set up.
47 bucks? That's actually not that bad.
Bye-bye. See you.
And next up, before Mark's $500 noodle surprise, Mark is bringing us deep into the Kampong village outside of Penang to go food ranging for the ultimate Malay-style laksa. You need to see.
That does not look appetizing at all.
Oh no.
That did not look appetizing at all. That pile of like brown water did not look appetizing at all. Guys, if you haven't hit that follow button, make sure you hit that follow button. Guys, join our community. Come say hi, man.
Other side
Please.
of Penang. Yes. And you can see durian stalls already right here.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're going over to the other side of the island.
Max, you need to watch one episode of the best food. I'm not watching it. I'm not watching that. This is the end all be all tonight. I am toast after this.
Wow, it's
I will watch it another night though,
beautiful.
Apex.
So
I got you.
green
I
in
got you, brother.
Malaysia.
So here we
Here we are. All the cars parked for
Frisk, man, good to see you,
laksa.
brother.
Yep, on your left.
Wow, right here.
Yep.
Laksa is busy. And here we are.
Yeah, busy with
guys, we're here at
coronavirus.
Laksa Jungle.
Look at these guys, they don't give a fuck.
Very nice Malay laksa here in Balik Pulau.
Deep in the Kampong village
Yeah.
style. Okay, and here we are. That's the
Ooh.
temperature.
Any Trevor?
Apa-kaba. Hi. Oh, and you can get deep fried banana here too.
Oh my god, I love deep fried bananas. It's my favorite.
Beautiful. Oh,
That's big.
the size of this. Whoa, laksa.
It's
bro.
literally
Pure
pond water.
mackerel
It looks
stock.
like
You
like
can
a
smell that
pond.
rich mackerel.
It looks
Oh,
like a
yeah.
dead
Wow,
rotting
balls it up.
corpse is in there in the
Well, sang
pond.
it set
That's
up.
not
And there's so much in
appetizing.
here. What do we got here, Mark?
So what we have here is a lot of mackerel.
at that.
Yeah. Followed by laksa leaves. We have a lot of tamarind.
Wow.
I
you
don't
can
see
smell the
any of this. The
mackerel. Yes.
mackerel, everything.
This is like a laksa sauna. The mackerel and the chili. And that tamarind gives it the
Where's the
sourness.
mackerel at? I don't even
And the
see it.
laksa
It's
leaf.
dirty pond
The
water.
laksa
Yes, it's
leaf.
exactly what I
Banyak
said.
chili. It's gonna be good. Lots of chili in there.
They use, this is all the asam pieces.
Oh,
yeah.
the tamarind.
Tamarind pieces, yeah.
Oh,
Asam Jawa.
Asam Jawa.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the mackerel wasn't even in there,
Noodle
dude.
itself.
Looks like a
Once
soup
it's
made of
cooked,
chicken.
they're gonna send it to the
What did you
front.
make in your basement? Yeah.
Cooling the noodles too.
Oh my god,
you very
cooling
much.
the noodles
Oh, and
too.
here we go. This is the
guy's
laksa
such an idiot.
station.
Got
Apa kaba? Hi, how are you? And this is the laksa station. After seeing that laksa hot tub, I'm really excited.
This is starting to look pretty
try.
good.
Look
Starting
at
to look pretty
that. We
good.
got the cucumber, the lettuce, the onion, and then here's the giant laksa stock.
There's the giant pond water.
That is
Get it in there.
beautiful.
Get in there, pond water.
Termakasih. There it is. That's ready to eat.
yes, sir.
Let's go try it out.
I don't know, guys. It just
there
doesn't
they
look very
are. Look at
appetizing to
that.
me, you know?
That's the laksa. You can smell the cucumber and the
A bottomless
mackerel.
bug.
Mackerel, yeah, in
It's
the
a
broth.
fishy mackerel aroma.
I mean, it looks
Wow, what are these
okay.
chunks there on
You know what I
top?
mean?
Those are tamarind pieces.
Tamarind pieces.
Yeah, so these are all tamarind pieces.
I need to order food
yeah.
now.
Asam
Dude, I'm
Jawa.
dying.
Yeah, that's in it.
and
The
this
other
is a
meal
little
was way
sour.
better.
It's sour, definitely.
Very sour.
Yeah, and all the other pieces like this are actually the fish.
The fish.
That they blend it into the soup.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It smells potent, like a mackerel soup infused
It's
sour
soup.
yes broth.
Guys,
I love that
it's
freshness
soup.
combo with the laksa leaves.
Yes.
Let's try it out.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Why is it foamy? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know why it's foamy.
And the chili kicks in.
And it's spicy too.
Yeah.
He doesn't even like it. He doesn't like it. I can tell.
sour and
I can tell he
sweet
doesn't like
and
it. A
spicy
10
and
out of 10?
mackerel
He's so
flavor.
full of
And then
shit.
fresh as well.
I can tell by his reaction. I've watched this
Fresh
guy for
onions,
years,
give
man.
it a
He
good-
doesn't like it. 10 out of 10 my ass. They must have paid him to say
I love how
that.
they're just scooping bowl after bowl
yeah, out
back
there.
there to that long lineup of laksa customers.
Yes.
Yo, big LA, man. Good to
Thank
see
you,
you,
boss.
brother.
Good to see you. See you next time.
He had his phone in
Thank
his
you.
hand.
Bye-bye. Terima kasih, boss. Sang it up.
Bye,
Oh,
mama.
thank you. Okay, good. Sang it up. See you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Tried to pay, but free.
Terima kasih. See you next time. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Big LA, man. How you doing today, brother? It's
Last
good to see
up,
you.
to finish up
Okay,
the day, Mark is
$500
bringing us to
noodles.
his favorite char kway teow fried noodle stall in Penang. Except here, he's surprising us with his personal upgraded version that was incredibly delicious.
Next up, guys, Mark and I are exploring the deep back
I gotta
alleys
see
of
this.
Penang, and Mark is
On
bringing
that
us
grind,
one
my
of his
guy. Yeah,
favorite
boy. That's what I'm
char kway
saying,
teow,
baby.
Chinese stir-fried.
Yes,
Boss
Trevor.
doesn't do nothing but
It's
sit on his
going to
ass.
be
Yeah, seriously.
Tiger char kway teow today. And buddy, I got a surprise.
The long lineup of never returning customers.
Char kway teow surprise for you today. buddy.
That was good,
This
dude.
is
That was
not
good.
your ordinary char kway teow. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go check it out.
Okay, so why is it $500?
Zhao Shang Hao. Oh, Zhao Shang Hao. Good morning. 这个是你特色的炒粿条对吗？Oh, the special
The special one.
Chinese Malaysian stir-fried rice
Stir-fried
noodles.
noodle. So rice noodle with sprout, soy sauce, chili, and a bit of good lard.
Pork lard.
And
Oh,
we're
yeah.
gonna
You need that pork lard, man. Let me tell you. Bro. Oh, God. Hey, bro. I'm doing great. Just had the best stream to date. Dude, nice, man. Heck yeah, dude. I'm happy for you, Big LA. How did it go, man? Why was it so good?
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
很香的.
Why is it $500
So
though?
Mark,
is what
you
I wanna
brought a
know.
special
Oh, I see,
box
I see.
for us
sir.
today
So Christmas came early, so I got a gift box and a few surprises
to go with the Tiger Char Kway
to
Teow.
go with the char kway teow.
Oh,
Surprise number one, buddy.
wow.
Big prawns which I got from the market this morning.
Giant prawns.
White shell prawns. This is one level higher than tiger prawns.
Wow.
So this is
Okay,
gonna be
so
plump and
$7 for
juicy and
prawns?
sweet. So I'm gonna pass it to
Okay.
him.
谢谢老板.
Yeah.
Okay, but why is it
Big
$500
prawns going
though?
in. Here's the bean sprouts. And there's the noodle.
Chili goes
Chili.
in.
Look at all that chili. 就了这个几年? 40年嘛?
Yes. 40 years.
40 years of history.
Yeah. And he's the third generation.
Third generation.
Yes, it started from his grandfather.
小小的时候.
Damn, dude.
你爸爸教你做这个吗?
Josh,
爸爸
nice,
教你
dude.
吗?
Yeah, bro.
自己学吗?
Peak viewers, peak subs, peak donos.
Self-learn
That's
from
the absolute
self-learn.
best. I had to do a
And
Twitch
those prawns are
sing
giant.
challenge, dude. Nice, dude.
Oh, little soy,
That's awesome. I gotta come check it out next time.
The cockles goes in.
Oh,
Congratulations on that, man. Honestly,
Oh, look at the size of that yolk.
that is a big yolk. I will say.
Oh, and it's getting
Oh,
mixed
baby,
together.
baby.
Second surprise.
Oh,
Some
whiskey
Pas Isla whiskey, my
Really?
friend. So
In the
cold,
morning.
Yeah.
with char kway
Yeah.
teow.
He doesn't even
Breakfast
measure
for
it out in a
champions.
shot. He
Yeah.
just puts it into a.
Wow.
All right, all right.
That's gonna give it an aroma. Oh, and it's finished. Look at those noodles.
But guys, why is
Incredibly
it
aromatic with that
$500?
Yes.
And
Yeah,
those
he better use his
beautiful
fingers.
white shell giant. Oh, look at the size of those. Oh, 谢谢老板.
Here comes our
Wow, 太好了.
So we're gonna take it to the whole new level, yeah?
Okay.
So I did this for a food event before, yeah? So the
What?
last surprise,
Oh.
we're gonna need a bit of a tool.
What are we doing here?
So first we need to get the opener up. Oh no. And we need to get the spoon that we need to
Oh,
take
Is it
this what I think
caviar?
it is?
the
Caviar?
ingredient out, yeah?
What do we have here?
So it is carefully wrapped.
What
in
is it,
this
you
box.
guys? 500
have
bucks.
Caviar.
Yep. Storia caviar.
So
$100.
there are three types
$100 a
of
bottle or
caviar
$100 a
right here.
can.
You have vintage, you have the premier, and then you have the origin.
Oh my
So
goodness.
the origin is definitely
Luxury.
Luxury right here.
This is
Gonna
crazy.
Open it.
Oh, baby, baby.
The
It was
black
so
gold.
good, man.
Black gold.
The black gold,
On
my
char
friend.
kway teow.
Caviar's really good, you guys.
Char kway teow right there.
And we've got 3 varieties,
We
right?
got 3 varieties. So we're starting off with
So here's the thing, you guys. We just got trolled super hard, okay? So it says in the title, like you can read it up there. You can literally read it right there. You can read it right there saying $500 USD street noodles. That's giving the impression that the dish as it comes is $500 street noodles, okay? So what I'm over here being like is like, bro, you brought the caviar with you. You know what I mean? I feel like that's a bit of clickbait. Yeah, it is. It is a little bit of clickbait. Because I'm over here being like, okay, they're going to go have $500 street noodles in Malaysia. I promise you, man, I've been to Malaysia. Nothing in Malaysia is $500, okay? So I'm over here being like, all right, well, I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe they'll find some sort of like handcrafted truffle noodle or truffle oil, like chanterelle mushrooms and all this kind of stuff. I thought they were going to go to town with like an actual $500 meal, but they just brought their fucking really bougie caviar to put in their thing. I feel like that's a little bit of clickbait. You know what I mean? I feel slighted. I feel a little bit slighted here. You know that? I feel like I just got trolled. You know what I'm saying? Big LA. Help me out here, brother. You know what I mean? Guys, if you haven't hit that follow button yet, make sure you hit that follow button, guys. And make sure you join our Discord, too. All that kind of stuff. I'm calling Trevor James out on this one. I'm calling him out. I'm calling Trevor James out. I think he's full of shit on this one. You know what I mean? His first two meals were a goddamn disaster. And then the third meal, which we were all waiting for with the $500 street noodles, is like $5 street noodles. Like, they brought, here's the thing, really quick, and I'll be done with my tangent, okay? I promise. They brought the prawns, okay, for $7, okay? They brought the caviar for the $500. So how much are the actual noodles themselves? I'm thinking like $1. I think the noodles are $1. You know what I mean? I don't think they're any more than $1. So I'm just saying. We're watching the new episode, Kimmy, we're watching the new episode of Food Ranger. I came here for expensive content, and this is what I get. That's what I'm saying.
And then we're moving on to the premium, and then the origin.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Oh, look at that premium little caviar eggs.
Oh my God,
And
premium
what
little
an idea,
caviar
man.
eggs, he
I would have
says.
never thought about this. You did this for an event before.
I did this for an event before. It went
Oh my God, that does look
wild.
really
We had
good,
a lot
though.
to eat.
Look at that caviar, and I think I'm just gonna put it on
Onto
the
the
prawn. Oh,
Bro.
man, I never thought I'd see the day. Caviar on char kway teow. So this is the luxury. This is vintage, and now we're gonna add the premium.
Yeah.
Right? I think I'm gonna just add
Okay,
it on the.
this
on the
looks
noodle
pretty
again.
good.
And you can smell that whiskey, and those giant prawns are plum.
Oh my God.
Man, we got 3
I am
varieties here.
dying of
Luxury,
hunger right now.
Street style char kway teow. We got the whiskey. Man, what a surprise.
Bro, that's
See-
how we roll.
So you went to the morning market before meeting us this morning, picked
Yes.
up some giant prawns and
Yeah,
caviar.
and caviar. Indeed.
Okay.
And
I
pick
got
up a
it.
bottle of
I'm
whiskey.
dying
Yeah.
over here, dude. It's ridiculous.
And I think we should just go right in for that.
Okay,
giant
hydrate, you got
prawn
it.
Caviar,
Caviar.
infused with whiskey.
Yes. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. Here we go.
I'm just blown away right now.
That's an explosion. No way. Wow.
Oh, come on, you fuck. God damn it. I gotta get that ad blocker, man. All right, here we go.
$100 bite of prawn right there.
I think so, buddy.
Man, that is delicious. That pure caviar flavor with the prawn.
Yeah,
and I think
man.
next up we gotta get it with the noodle.
Yes,
Yeah, you gotta get with the
exactly.
noodles. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, this morning I went to my friend's shop.
Bro,
I got
that looks
this
so
caviar
good.
picked up.
I am
Thanks, Patrick
dying
from
of
Poseidon,
hunger right now.
Seafood and also
Dying
Ben
of
from
hunger.
Rum and Nip Whiskey
Lithia, thanks so much for the
supplying
hydrate.
us
I
the
needed it because my
They
mouth
supplied
was
all this
fucking
to us.
watering.
Yes, they supply all this to us. I'm telling you, each blade of this char kway teow right now you're gonna probably pay about $400
Dollar?
per plate.
No way.
So enjoy and savor
This is
every
a once in
moment
a
of
lifetime.
it. Yeah.
Once in a lifetime. Let's go in for that bite, man. Thanks to
Oh my
Poseidon
God.
Seafood,
Yeah,
Patrick, for
and
providing
then-
this. Let's
There
try
you
it
go,
out.
cheers.
That is crazy, man.
Oh, there we go.
That is pure caviar flavor.
Bro,
It's definitely
I
salty. It adds a
am
little
dying
to the
right
dish.
now.
But so much umami as well.
Pure umami. And the smokiness with the whiskey.
This is happiness on the plate.
It's good stuff, isn't
It's
it?
brown on the plate.
Shishini. That was delicious. See you. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay,
Thank you.
shishini.
Thank
Okay,
you.
bye-bye.
Shishini. Okay, shishia.
I hope you guys enjoyed that street food video. Make sure to leave us a comment down
I hated
below
it. I
and go
hated it.
subscribe
And I
to
hate
Mark's
you.
new-
I hated that video and I hate you, Trevor James, okay? You just trolled the fuck out of me and my viewers, okay? I hate you and I hate the video. I'm not gonna I'm giving it a thumbs down. I'm giving it a thumbs down. Here we go. I gotta give it a thumbs down. I gave it a thumbs down. You know what? Like I can't stand for that. I can't stand for that. There's no way. Like I gotta comment on it. I gotta comment on it. Like look here. Like I you know what I mean? Like here's my comment. Here's my comment. Like I gotta let him know. You know what I mean? I gotta let him know that he's trolling. Last food item was a troll. Okay? All right, there you go, Trevor James. Okay, you got it, buddy. There you go. And it submitted 1 second ago, right there. You see that right there?